gonna fucking trash your lights? Do you want me to fucking trash them? Fuck! And what the fuck is it with you?
I was looking at the light.
Fuck! And what the fuck is it with you?
I was looking at the light.
Fuck! And what the fuck is it with you?
I was looking at the light.
Fuck! And what the fuck is it with you?
I was looking at the light.
It's fucking distracting. Oh, good. 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 No, no, fuck, no. 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 No. What don't you fucking understand? I'm gonna fucking kick your fucking ass. What don't you fucking understand? I'm gonna fucking kick your fucking ass. What don't you fucking understand? I'm gonna fucking kick your fucking ass. What don't you fucking understand? I'm gonna fucking kick your fucking ass. Think for one fucking second. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Think for one fucking second. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Think for one fucking second. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Think for one fucking second. What don't you fucking understand? I'm gonna fucking kick your fucking ass. What don't you fucking understand? I'm gonna fucking kick your fucking ass. What don't you fucking understand? I'm gonna fucking kick your fucking ass. What don't you fucking understand? Give me a fucking answer.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut up if you can't take a joke.
You are trashing my scene.
Shut the fuck up, would you? Shut the fuck up. Shut up if you can't take a joke.
And I ain't walking on this set if you're still
Shut
hired.
the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut up if you can't take a joke.
I'm fucking serious.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut up if you can't take a joke.
You are trashing my scene. What don't you fucking understand? 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 Fucking kick your fucking ass. What don't you fucking understand? Fucking kick your fucking ass. What don't you fucking understand? Fucking kick your fucking ass. What don't you fucking understand? Fucking kick your fucking ass. Seriously, man, you and me, we're fucking done professionally. Fucking ass.
Kumite. Kumite.
What you say?
Honky.
No.
Yes.
First word on the show is no. She must have noticed she's hanging above the fire. It's not a big deal. I was whistling the theme to Beverly Hills Cop, and she just like picked up doing some sort of fucking
I tried
Fin
to
bullshit.
whistle.
lot of air in the whistle.
It didn't work. Yeah, I only just learned how to whistle like a decade ago, so I'm still working on it.
You weren't ready. You weren't ready to whistle. All right.
The Temptations.
Honky.
Temptations are really underrated.
Honky.
Have you eliminated the T sound completely from when you say honky?
Honky. I still say it. By the way, hi everybody, we're live.
She said hi, so I instantly start looking around for Marino.
Huh.
Oh.
Marino.
I don't think he's here yet.
Hey, Marino!
Man Squanch. Sorry.
Man
Hi.
Squanch?
Hey, man, Squanch.
Gonna be a
Man
long
Squanch.
show.
What's going on, girlfriend?
Man
Hi
Squanch.
Marino.
There's Marino. There you go. Fine, it happened.
Hey, we
There you
said
go.
hello to him. He ignores us and talks
We
to
did
us.
say hello to him first. This
Yeah.
is pretty. This is egregious. It's fine. It's to be expected.
Well, this is the
Man.
last time I say hello to Marino, that's for sure.
This is the last time you're gonna bother with it.
Yeah.
Say hello to him again.
Fuck that guy.
Fuck the Marino.
But he
I said no
ignores me.
offense, Marino, but fuck Marino.
I want to write a
Marty
song
Kennedy.
called Hi Marino.
You're gonna write a song called Hi Marino.
Yeah. Like an indie, like
You
Guitar-y.
wrote a diss track on somebody once. Like, why don't you make a rap about Marino?
maybe that's better suited. I think you
Yeah,
have
you're
a
gangster
point
as
there,
fuck. You can't be doing folk
I am
songs
very
and shit.
gangster.
I mean, how you gonna rock your chains and backwards, sideways, whichever diagonal kind of
My-
fucking baseball cap you have?
Matuli.
You're Thule. You need to leave the Thule at home.
Yeah.
We'll get into that later. There were Thules afoot recently. We'll get to that.
No, Marino, you're getting a song.
He said, "Oh no, you really don't have to, Blossom."
You gotta be careful bringing
He's so
Thule
modest.
out.
He's so modest.
Hi Marino, your smile makes me happy. I
Why?
am.
Why is there a giant ghost at the campfire?
It's a fucking
It's
sea
the
monkey.
dead air spirit.
That's what it looks like.
A sea monkey?
Get him the fuck out of here.
Alright,
Well, I mean, look, I'm not trying to
don't-
bash the dead air spirit on the way he looks and shit, dude. But if this is what you look like, go back to being invisible, you weird fuck.
I ghost.
he's
Look,
slowly
sometimes
drifting
things
away.
happen.
He's a lot less giant.
Look it
now.
up. You go.
Is he slowly drifting him away? Is he really doing that?
He's going with it.
He's flying to the
Off he fucks.
into the stars.
And
Off he
he fucked. Oh my god, you know why I really like this scene now with the campfire and everything?
Why do you like it now?
Well, I liked it when I first saw it. I fell in love instantly. But I like it even more now because it makes me think of this TV show I watched as a kid called Are You Afraid of the Dark? And it was about
fuck.
these kids that would sneak out of their homes at midnight and meet up in the woods and gather around a fire and tell scary stories.
All right. Blossom, you're the newest one here. So go ahead, submit something for the approval of the Mid-Afternoon
Midnight
Society.
Society?
Mid-Afternoon
Toki,
Society.
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh,
Don't
yeah.
at me.
We're all
Go
afraid
ahead.
of the dark.
Go ahead, give us the story.
Okay, this is the tale of the drunken YouTube uncle.
Oh.
She threw the sand in my face. I'm supposed to throw it in the fire.
Sorry, you looked at me and I got scared. I'm sorry. He did that thing where he looked like he was contemplating snapping my neck. He does it a lot. Don't swallow it there, Tonky. It's just fire sand. Or whatever.
It's just fire sand.
He got off in a hairball. Look at all the creatures in the sky.
They
But
heard-
yeah, so
They want to
and
hear
then they
the story.
well, all right. So a long, long time ago, on a platform far, far away on YouTube, there is a a very important news channel ran by the self-proclaimed drunken YouTube uncle, Tommy C. And he has a very interesting thing to say about his YouTube friends and how you should always call them out, even if they're your friends, because that's the important thing to do. When they fuck up, you gotta call them out. You can't turn a blind eye. Does he need some water?
I don't know. I think it's.
You want my
stuck.
Capri Sun, fam? I brought two.
I'm gonna pick it up, Tips.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That was nice.
I mean, it's the least I can do. I kind of fucking threw sand in his face, which I've had happen to me, by the way. It's not pleasant.
Gonna happen again.
Yeah, it probably will.
Did she end her story? Did she end it?
Well, I figured I
it's
would.
kind of finished.
I opened the gates for this thing, I guess, that Akujin can play.
Open gates. I heard a story about Ric Flair opening a gate recently.
Oh,
Yeah. He pulled up to a gate. Security guard's there. He's like, "Hey, who are you? Need some ID." Ric Flair's like, "Do you not know who I am?" He threw himself into a rage, and eventually the guy said, "Well, I'll just write it down. And who are you?" He said, "Ric Flair." And he said, "How do you spell that?"
oh
Ric Flair.
no.
Flair flung into a fucking rage and said, "FAMOUS," and drove through the gate.
I'm surprised he didn't flop.
He had a dog.
Remember me now?
Oh, you think just get out of the car, start flopping on his jacket?
Yeah.
Amazing. That would have been amazing. I would have paid good money for that.
Man, Stabber saw Ric Flair at the airport, and I lost my shit.
Stabber saw Ric Flair at the airport.
Yeah, she was in the Discord. She's like, "Oh my god, guys, Ric Flair's here. I shit you not." And I was like, "Go introduce yourself."
Walk up to him, throw your jacket on the ground, and drop an elbow on it. Just stare him dead in the eye when you do it, and give him a woo. Done. That'll get you a reaction. You say hi to him. He may ignore that. He won't ignore somebody throwing their jacket into the middle of the airport and dropping an elbow.
That's kind of memorable. It may get the attention.
Just say, you might pick up on that. So you pulled it up on screen and then took it off of screen.
I wasn't.
Go
I
fast!
accidentally transitioned. I wasn't ready.
Why you go so fast?
Oh no.
Why you premature transition? Why you
Look,
doing
I have a condition. All right, this is the first
Take too
time
many
it's.
hormones?
Look, this has never happened before. All right, I just. Okay. I'm on the show with a model and a website designer, and I was really nervous. And they're
That's
really
true.
pretty.
Oh, hold on. Something else that I noticed. This happened over the evening last night. Sometime like after 8 or 9. I don't know. But this did take place. Naomi joined the press corps.
Welcome, Naomi.
She's
Enjoy
a
your
real-
press pass.
She's a real internet journalist now. I'm sure it's a big transition in life. Right? This is a huge deal. You're official now. You're real.
I hope you're
You're
ready
a
for
real
this
internet
responsibility.
journalist. Exactly. It's all about the responsibility that now is on your shoulders. Be a real internet journalist.
You will be
And-
expected to call out your friends. I hope you know this, Naomi Diaz, if that is your real name.
Yeah, she's related to the Diaz brothers. Don't start shit. Joseph Diaz, one of the other Diaz clan, he threw a pear like an asshole.
Welcome to Pear Town.
It's not Pear Town. Stop that. Stop that. All right, you want to transition into your... See, here's... All right. Actually, should we hold that one off and do the other part first? Because the other part, despite you not knowing what it is, may go by faster than this one's going to go by.
Okay.
That might be the case. Now, 90% sure that none of you have a fucking clue what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the people in the chat. I'm talking about the people who are actually in the room right now. You have no idea what half the title is about, dude.
No, but it does seem like a grave situation.
Oh,
Maybe
Okay.
this should have been the campfire story. Just saying.
probably should have been the campfire story. I'll steal it. Give me the credit. I'll take it for my campfire story.
Ooh, Tonka's gonna
Is that
tell
a lemon?
campfires. No, that's a shark that came here for the fruit. See what
That is
happens?
indeed a lemon.
It's got wings?
It's,
Or is that the peel of the lid? Is it tearing its flesh off?
I think, yes.
It's
That's
a-
horrifying.
that
That's
thing's
not normal.
I don't like that.
that's
That's
public
not normal.
exposure. That's illegal.
Is that what that is? That public? All right. Is it just tearing off its clothes, or is it tearing off its skin?
Both are still illegal
I think it's
in
more
this
of a
state.
gimmick. Or what Thrax said, it's a peacocking lemon.
That's fucking terrifying. The implications here are either A lemon flashing its naughty bits, or B, a lemon tearing off its flesh.
Neither of these are okay.
I
There
don't
shall
think
be
either
no
are okay.
peacocking or god rodding in the chat.
Thou shalt not God rod. Okay. Now, Akujin, I sent you a thingy.
Yeah, I
you
have
get
the
the
yes,
thing?
I have the thingy.
Okay. Blossom, he has a thingy.
Oh. 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 Okay.
Eyes up here. All right. He had.
Yes,
this
sir.
is a story.
I like stories.
This is a good story. We're gonna learn.
Yes, how to get super fast Wi-Fi anywhere, anytime in 60 seconds.
No, that's an ad.
Oh.
That's an ad because Akujin does not use an ad blocker. He does not hate fellow YouTubers. He's not that guy.
I support fellow YouTubers.
All right, so I don't know who the fuck this guy is at all, but he's just covering a very strange thing that happened that is emblazoned across the top of the screen. Go ahead and press play, Akujin, and we can go along for this story.
Oh,
I think
I like this title.
you like the title.
I don't hate this at all. This sounds like something Vamp and I would talk about.
Well, you are weirdos, so probably gonna be something you're able to talk
Only
about.
slightly rude, but whatever.
Have been a good decade for witchcraft. the past few years have seen a massive rise in demand for witchy clothes and witchy knickknacks. Tumblr
Ooh,
and
witchy
Pinterest are
poos.
filled with witchy mood
I like
boards.
this stuff so
Sabrina
far.
the Teenage Witch got a dark, edgy reboot.
Have you? Sorry.
Hey, it's Lana Del Rey. I love her.
Yeah, that was weird. Sorry, I ruined the
Wait.
video.
Celebrities are participating in Wiccan rituals, and all of the internet's WLWs collectively admitted that the Hex Girls were their sexual awakening. But this stuff, it's all aesthetic. This is child's play. What about the real stuff? The actual modern-day
fuck was
witches
that guy?
performing long-forgotten
Child's
spells
play.
with powerful arcane
That's from
implements.
Warcraft.
The witches harnessing the power of the earth and the spirits for healing and cursing alike. What about the people for whom being a witch isn't just about buying some shit from Doll's Kill and wearing dark lipstick, but about learning and preserving an ancient art, the masters of which have been
Ancient
persecuted
art?
for centuries?
I
What
want to
about
be
the
a
people
witch.
who take this seriously?
I feel attacked.
Well, in 2015, one such person would show the world just how far they were willing to go in order to practice witchcraft.
Thumbnail drop.
Wait, is that the girl from The Big Bang Theory?
No, that's
What?
not Penny.
Swear to God.
It looks like her.
I thought Penny was your dog.
Penny is my dog, but Penny is also on the
Looks
Big
like
Bang
Kaylee
Theory.
Cuoco.
Kaylee Cuoco?
Eh?
Cuoco. I think.
Haley
it's-
colloquialism.
I'm sorry.
Cuoco?
Just fucking ban me. I'm sorry. Continue.
And
This got deep real fast. I mean, we went from like witchy poos and goths to like witch burning, and now Kaylee
I want to
Cuoco.
collect amethysts and bat jewelry now.
Isn't that kid that like sticks his hand in ants and shit on the creepy cartoon? The circle-headed kid? No?
Does she sell CBD?
Does she sell CBD?
does you
Um,
watch anime?
She looks like she watches anime. Not fucking with you, actually. It does look like she watches anime.
She looks weeby?
Judging by that nose piercing, she does also look like she sells CBD.
I'm really invested, and it's only 57 seconds in.
I know, right?
Show the world just how far they were willing to go in order to practice witchcraft the way it's meant to be done. This is
Ooh.
when posting goes wrong.
Oh
Taking human
no!
remains from a historic New Orleans cemetery.
24-year-old is accused of plucking human bones from graves and trying to sell them online.
How a user with the name of Ender Darling. I have family members buried in that graveyard too. So y'all can stop treating me like some tourist that just came out of nowhere.
There are laws against
The
theft
music is
of
serious
automobiles
as fuck.
and everything else, and there are laws against removing human remains.
Wow!
I don't know, man.
Bone Gazi?
Wow, so she's taken this witch thing very seriously.
She is a serious witch.
She's
ain't
getting them
bullshitting.
from only the finest of sources, straight from a graveyard, and not from like the Dollar Tree Halloween aisle with the plastic bones and stuff. She's getting the good stuff.
You getting that good shit? Sound good.
Well, it's all about quality. I mean, you don't even know whether that stuff you get from the dollar store is it recycled bones. You need to get
Is
those
there
fresh
any
bones.
bone fragment in this plastic bone somewhere at all?
Bone Gazi. I do like that.
On February 23rd, 2015, a private Facebook group by the name of the Queer Witch Collective was created. The page
Really?
is pretty much what the name would suggest. It's a group for witches who identify as queer or trans to post about witchcraft. At its peak, the group had about 2,000 members.
Interesting.
The collective aimed to be an inclusive space for witches of all backgrounds,
Oh, shit,
and
it's the
advertised itself
1812.
as such. A key way in which this translated to discussion of actual witchcraft was in the form of a strict policy against shaming other witches for
Love
their
this song.
practices. This rule was in place to protect witches of color who performed witchcraft rooted in African diaspora religions, such as voodoo and hoodoo. According to the group's founder, referred to only as Dakota in her one interview on the subject, practitioners of these forms of, quote, black magic, which the collective considered a racialized term, are often shamed by white witches who are uncomfortable with things like, quote, animal sacrifice, hexing, cursing, jinxing, etc.
You know, it's
I put a spell on you.
we want to make sure that the people who do animal sacrifices aren't shamed.
Yes, well, we can't shame people just for animal sacrifice, hexing, cursing, jinxing, and
not reasonable.
etc. Etc.
Not
shaming is rampant these days.
Wait, so
And
the
it
white
needs to be
witches are the
stopped.
ones that sacrifice animals?
It
and
seems the
give
white
you
witches are the
curses?
white ones. I don't know, but the black magic appears to be voodoo, and what was the other one? Hoodoo.
Voodoo and
Alright.
yeah, I think so.
Yeah, okay. White magic and black magic.
Oh shit, son.
White magic, it's supposed to be used for only good or pure intentions. Using
Like
things
healing
like
alignments?
things like that, using crystals, sages, spells, like only for good things, cleansings. Whereas how black magic, it can be used for absolutely any purpose, and it will usually the ritual usually involves some sort of offering, like animal sacrifice. It usually has nefarious intentions.
Oh, yeah.
Human remains.
Hold on. What
hair,
I'm
etc.
what I am supposed to pick up here, and this is a true surprise, is that despite the fact that we have a nerdy girl who likes Sabrina the Teenage Witch and The Craft and Blossom and a goth girl on the show, the actual expert in witchcraft is going to be you.
Yes.
It's going to be you.
Yes.
I don't know if I
should have known.
trust him.
I should have known.
I know a little bit about it.
It
just 'cause
always-
somebody
this
I knew
always
was
happens.
into it.
Well, of course you knew somebody into it. Was it Akujin?
No.
Was it me?
No.
Oh my god.
Also, even inside
Keyboard
of
lanyard, I'm not even shitting you.
even inside of the voodoo and hoodoo religions, there are considered to be white practitioners, people that only benefit and do cleansings. You know, get rid of curses put on by other bakurs. But the dark magicians, the ones that will fuck you up, the bakurs.
What?
Bakur.
The fuck's that?
They curse you.
It's a hoodoo
Curse
wizard.
on your houses.
It's a you know how there's a difference between like a
wizard.
You know how that there's different connotations between wizard and warlock.
Yeah, what is the difference?
Well, one
don't
is
think he knows
obviously
that.
sinister.
Oh,
Right?
I thought Warlock was. I saw a movie called Warlock in the 90s. Okay.
Yeah,
I
was
know-
he a nice guy?
So warlocks are bad?
You met a good one?
They were alright.
Keep going. I got no. I don't know fucking nothing about this shit. I'm this is everybody else's department. I saw Warlock in the 90s. That's all I got.
I liked Harry Potter when I was a kid. I really wanted magic to be real. I probably would have been into this back then if I wasn't secretly scared of it.
What?
Well,
Whole hog.
I'm going down a road here.
The main thing about voodoo and hoodoo is that it doesn't. The main thing that distinguishes it from other forms of magic isn't that there's a white and a dark, because all magics have that. But voodoo and hoodoo specifically have gods that they appease to ask favors to carry out their magical workings. Now, the white witches, the white warlocks of hoodoo and voodoo will pray to certain African deities, they'll offer things like rum or whatever. But when asking for more nefarious things, animal sacrifice, human sacrifice, blood offerings are involved, sex magic.
Sex magic.
Yeah. Like if you want to talk to Papa Legba, all right, you better
who?
Papa Legba, you better have some cocaine. He's a big fan of cocaine.
Wait, Akujin, that what? There's this. This sounds like an excuse to get laid and do coke.
I mean,
You say that like it's a bad thing, Tonka.
Well, I'm just saying. There's a god that is a fan of coke.
Yes, it's
there's
one.
gods that are fans of sex.
It's one of
and
his.
to gain their favor, you fuck like rabbits.
That's.
It's one of his vices, and it's one of the offerings that he
The
appreciates.
god has a vice.
Yes.
Look.
They all have things that appeal to them and excite them. They're like fucking superhuman desires personified into a god form. Some of them are rather noble, and some of them are rather nefarious.
Doing coke and watching you bang.
Yes.
That's fucking weird, Akujin.
This
That's a
makes me
religion.
Yes.
Watch Skeleton Key.
What's the skeleton key got to do with anything? That had fuck, I forgot her name.
Kate
I don't
Hudson?
think that one. She was in that.
There's some black magic in that movie, wasn't it?
What?
Yeah, I remember like candles and sitting in a circle of something, seancey,
Can't
summony,
seance.
devilly,
Seancey,
conjury ish, in a roundabout way.
Man. Go ahead.
But yeah,
Just keep.
but that's one of the main differences between hoodoo voodoo and other forms of magic. Other forms of magic are like a craft where you are using energies to manipulate things, whereas hoodoo and voodoo you are specifically requesting deities and gods to intercede on your behalf. It's not okay.
What do you ask the coke guy for?
Favors that you don't ask the Virgin Mary for.
Alright.
Favors of getting rid of people, favors of longevity, increased power. He's a guardian of the dead. He's a gatekeeper. He's like Horus.
So are cats.
Horus, hold on. He's Egyptian. I know what a Horus is, right?
Yeah,
That's
but
Egyptian?
That's Egyptian. Just Diaz through $1.99. Vamp, can I get a stolen skull off yet? And Crush through $2.99. I feel like we need the left-hand path for this.
They would probably know a fuck ton more than
Oh?
But I fear maybe less than Akujin, and that's not good.
Alright.
Sacrifice, hexing, cursing, jinxing, etc. In short, what one person might consider unethical might be someone else's culture, so it's best to just witch and let witch, so to speak. However, as anyone who spent time on 4chan or certain comedy subreddits can tell you, it is a dangerous game to moderate an online community in such a way that not only allows, but encourages the posting of things that make other users uncomfortable. There will come a point where someone posts something that people may consider a bridge too far, and at that point, the moderators must make a decision as to where they want to draw the line, and how they make that decision can decide the fate of their group then and there. For the admins of Queer Witch Collective, that day arrived on December 8th, 2015, less than 9 months after the group was created, when a non-binary witch by the name of Ender Darling made a post that would go down in history as the spark that ignited some of the most profoundly absurd discourse ever seen.
Oh there, bud.
Graves, bone hunting. Comment if there are added warnings needed.
Yes, there are warnings needed.
police.
Shouldn't she know just to let the dead lie sleeping?
Well,
Like of all people.
but all right. This is a Facebook group, right?
Yep.
Definitely.
Grave robbing's a felony, right?
Yes. Desecration of human remains.
There's thousands of people in this group, right?
2,000, I think they said, yeah.
Okay. That's enough for there to be a whoa there, bud.
I mean, if you really want human bones, you can just get them from a medical supply and just buy an entire skeleton.
You can do that?
Yes.
You used to could do that. I don't know if you
No,
can do that.
you can still do that.
You still do that?
Yeah, the people who donate their bodies for like scientific reasons, they will reconstruct the skeletons into anatomically correct skeletons.
Well, that's fine, but I mean, can you sell those to like
Yes.
colleges and shit like that? Can you sell it to a war wizard?
War wizard?
If I come in with a wizard outfit,
they don't
can
ask.
I buy that?
Oh, wow, you can too. I found a website.
You're a
It's
wizard,
called-
Tonky.
Put that down, but Blossom. No, you're not starting
like-
a Jane situation
You can
with
get
the
human
people.
teeth
No,
for
no, no, no.
$7.
Here's-
Don't do this.
Here's
Don't
the
do
thing.
this.
Here's the thing.
It's gonna get
It
a
is-
bag of bodies.
It is made like I think they started doing this because grave robbing used to be an issue. So
Okay.
they're like, okay, how do we stop people from desecrating people's graves? Let's just sell the like people can donate their bodies to be sold off to whoever.
There's a bunch of stuff on sale.
Blossom,
You
I
like-
swear to God, get out of the human body sale.
Should I
Can
buy
you-
a leg or a femur?
Get out.
Send me this. Science.
You are not buying a human body.
Check the show text. These
You're
prices
gonna.
look amazing.
You're gonna.
Amazingly expensive.
She's really okay, yeah, she's really there. What is that?
$1,750 for an articulated human torso when I could get one for
Ooh, I could
free
buy
from the
teeth.
graveyard? No, thank you.
Toe bones are only $9.
Toe bones?
But I can't buy a vertebrae. What the fuck?
You can
Toe
get a
bones.
female pelvis for $600.
What do you need
have
any of this for?
I already have one of those.
I want to be a witch.
No. Fuck all of that. Look, I don't know if this is okay.
Buy
I
a
don't know.
tibia
What
and use
the
it
bone
to ward off
room
intruders.
store? It's just called the bone room store?
Uh,
I don't know how I feel about this.
Look, I have a feeling this may be not for the reasons we think it is.
What do you mean?
You can get a pair of hands for $800.
I don't know if there's a good reason for anybody to buy other people's hands.
Well, there is.
Okay, so it looks like Georgia, Tennessee, and Louisiana cannot have any bones. They can't ship there. But other than that, you're good.
hey, I'm not in any of those states.
Blossom,
Yeah?
you
Tonky, I want
It's
to
so
master
weird how
dark
this-
magic.
no.
I think I can do it. This could be my calling.
Let's see.
I don't
The
know.
Bone Room offers natural products to educators, artists, collectors, and gift buyers.
Gift buyers.
I
Who the fuck are you going to buy a dead body for?
bought you a vertebrae.
Tonky, these are bones. It's different, okay?
They're cleaned. It's fine. Well, now I know this exists.
A partially articulated human arm. This is not good. This is not good. You can just buy body parts.
No, no, no. Bones.
Those are body parts, Blossom. These
They
were
were once
people.
body parts. It's different, all right?
This was a people.
It was. Past tense.
I don't want non-alive people. I don't want to buy pieces of an ex-people.
I want a jaw with the teeth still in it.
You want a jaw with the teeth still in it? Why?
Yeah, and then maybe you can get the teeth separately and stick them in the jaw like a 3D puzzle.
I don't think it works like that.
Get the fuck out of here.
I mean, I guess you could try, but I don't recommend.
I don't recommend any of this. When are we gonna? This is something that maybe should be more illegal than it is. I don't know. This seems weird. You can have a bunch of wizards online buying dead bodies.
Cool. You can also get tail keychains on here too. They have red fox, raccoon, and silver fox.
The vast majority of people don't do that, but it's very commonly used for schools, science, medical practitioners, and as displays. I mean, that's why there's a literal website for it. For educational reasons, not for the 1% that are like, ooh, I'm gonna be a dark magician.
Yeah, you can also get coyote skulls too. So if you hunt and want it for decor, you can get it from here.
Oh, Kyra said it in chat. He said, I've offered to send Vamp some segments of my jaw when I get surgery on it in a few years.
That's weird.
A little. Not gonna say no. But Jess says H. Jessica H for 2. They're used. We stand recycling here.
Exactly.
Waste not, want not.
We're being green.
Soylent Green.
We're not eating them.
Terrible.
So what else does this crazy girl do other than grave
I guess I
robbing?
won't buy any today.
Oh, you think you won't buy any today?
You talked me out of it.
I mean, they're on sale.
Well,
I'm gonna bookmark this website.
Ha!
Done.
Oh.
Anyway.
Let's see where she goes with this. I'm sure it's gonna be a happy place.
And Croaxis said, he can't smoke weed, but he can buy dead dudes.
Yes.
Fuck.
Yes.
Welcome to the first world countries.
About 20 minutes from my house in New Orleans is what we call the poor man's graveyard. Most graveyards around here are full of above-ground graves because we live in a fishbowl, but there happens to be a graveyard where it's all in-ground graves for those of us who are too poor to afford above-ground burial. When it rains, of course, the bones wash up. The older the grave, the more you find. You can literally walk around and see femurs, teeth, jaws, skull caps, etc., etc. This is where I go to find my human bones for curse work and general spells that require bone. I find human bones are easier to work with for me than animal bone. I can relate and work with the energy they carry, if that makes any sense. Anyway, I wanted to see if I started selling, basically cover shipping to wherever you happen to be, if people would be interested.
That doesn't make sense to you?
No!
I relate more to human bones as well than to animal bones. Like, oh look, a femur. I have one of you. We're friends.
The bones. This is just weird.
I have one of you.
Here's some dead bodies.
I have a body.
I'm gonna use these for my curses. The energy flows better with me with this.
Same energy.
That's fuck.
Same energy. Bone mentality.
I prefer human, not animal.
I know human bones aren't easy to come by, and I usually have leftovers. I only go once a month, or when it rains here.
Leftovers! Throw that shit in the microwave.
Within the collective, Ender Darling's post was, at least initially, received relatively well. The first 2 comments showed people expressing interest, though one user pointed out that Darling needed to be careful with state and federal laws. Keep this in mind for later. Another user expressed some concern, asking, "Are you making any sort of offering or payment at the graveyard to the dead or the spirits of the land?" To which Darling responded, "I bring drink and honey and flowers. Me and my goddess have a pact. She provides the bones if I only take what the earth gives and I leave offerings." Unsurprisingly, it did not take long for some users to take issue with Darling's behavior, and Darling was quick to go on the defensive. Quote,
Pause.
So the witches of this Facebook group are just like, the fuck is wrong with you?
But here's the thing: they're trying to figure out ways to question it without questioning it.
Yeah.
Hey, do you leave any offerings or anything there? Yeah, I bring some honey.
And some flowers I picked.
And some mead.
On the way there.
Did you give an offering for the fucking flowers you just murdered?
How are you going to
This weird
shame
giving
someone
offering
named
thing,
Darling?
You keep having to go back. You keep having to. There's more and more things you have to offer: flowers to the flowers, to the flowers, to the flowers, to the flowers.
Flowers for the flower
Fucking
god?
Nephew in the live chat, not grave robbing. Grave bartering. No law against it.
Oh, well, there you go. There's no law against bartering with the dead.
That's free enterprise. Capitalism, am I right?
This is capitalism right here. Capitalism in action.
Fucking free market.
Just
I give you some honey and some flowers, and you give me parts of your relatives. Eh?
I'm sorry,
eh?
Man.
Look, don't shame me for my work. This is serious work.
Oh shit, I see that. Yeah.
Sundre Senpai Inc. for 2. Suffer not a witch to live.
Fuck.
This is getting good. I mean, bad.
I wish you would have used the clap emojis instead of the periods. It would have been better.
Water Jumpers for 5. Officer, I know my rights. I am bartering, not robbing.
Did you pay tax on these bones?
Do not!
You owe the IRS 3 pounds of honey.
Can you pay that in honey? Can you pay shit in honey for real?
Maybe?
Not shame me for my work. The beginnings of the discourse were starting to emerge. Now it is at this point that the moderators could have stepped in and raised questions about the ethics of taking random bones from a cemetery for the impoverished. It would have been entirely possible for them to confront Darling about their practices, while also respecting the folk religions that their policy of no shaming was meant to protect. After all, while many forms of witchcraft across different cultures have used human remains as part of their practices, according to American witch expert Alex Marr, quote, "There aren't any specific traditions that I know of, or that I've heard of, where you're given the right to take the remains of someone you have no family or magical or religious connection to and use them for your magical practice, and that Darling's behavior reflects, quote, inexperience and irresponsibility." This, however, is not the approach that the mods decided to take. As one admin replied, quote, "I am really sad that someone is acting like this is grave desecration when it's literally taking what the earth washes up, so..."
Really?
Grandma!
We're
Why
in
did you wash
some
away?
weird territory, goddamn.
Why are you acting like taking bones from graves is grave desiccation? What is wrong with you people?
Desiccation is chewing.
Fuck.
I said desecration.
Anyone else hear desiccation?
I was half paid. By that point,
Fair enough.
I'm in a weird thing on this where this is the fight.
Losing the ability
This
to
is
even?
the fight that
Oh.
they're going to have.
Yeah.
If you're in a weird spot, wait till I read Killing Joke's thing. Killing Joke for 5. Oh God of used bones, I bring you the offerings of toenail clippings and moist boogers. Bless my harvest of femurs and jaws.
Amen.
Jessica H for 2. Their ghost told me it was fine to take this bone. Jabbers for 5. It's okay, I'm just preserving the bones. I'm a museum.
Fuck.
She
former
should
Ghost
have
Beating
tried that.
Service. I'm a museum.
I'm a museum.
Former Ghost says, this is why I have a strict no witch policy. They are too crafty. Burn the witch. Hail Gary Creed for 2. I'm not a grave robber. I'm an archaeologist.
I was just
Fuck
about
off.
to say that.
Billy through 5. So, by their reasoning, when they leave this world, I can take their skull as trophies.
That's what I'm hearing.
And Killing
I
Joke for
think-
2. The gods do not accept onion poop, nor do mornings.
Ew.
Oh.
Plus, ew.
I don't know which one she oohed over.
I don't either.
The onion, of course.
Onion's so gross.
Are they harder to stomp? Onion poops.
I'm gonna hex you, motherfucker, with my
Whoa.
beamer.
You don't have one yet.
It hasn't shipped yet.
If she calls customer service over not getting the right body part,
Tonka?
Billy for 2. They're going to make a great ashtray.
nice.
Think she'll get 6 bags of cat bones instead.
That's what she's gonna get.
Fucking idiot.
She's so mad.
I know.
It's fine.
It's so small.
You guys just keep fucking kicking me. Like,
It's not a big deal.
I learned from my mistake, and you never let me forget it. God.
We call that our friends here.
Do we?
That's true.
Well
you
played,
guys
Akujin.
do.
Well played. I see what you did there.
What I did was wrong, and I deserve to be punished for it.
You're horrible. Horrible toward Jane. And you need to hear about it a fucking year later.
Despite apologizing
To Jane.
and making it right.
you want to keep a future customer,
Listen, okay, so I know I was a little
Stone.
I know I was a little like out of line and stuff before, but I
Jane, I'm
consumed-
sorry I was stoned.
What was the
wasn't
word?
paying
I consumed a copious amount of marijuana.
That.
Like you were just
She's
like
just
throwing out all the
oversharing
You
with
things.
can't
Jane.
lie when you're coming clean. You gotta just fucking lay it all out.
Also,
Oh,
I got
Jane,
desiccate
sorry.
confused with masticate. Desiccation is the removal of moisture. It's still not desecrate.
Removal of
I
moisture.
didn't say desiccate.
So many YouTubers are fucking experts at desiccating.
Yes. Yes, they are.
Yank the moist right out of it. Go ahead.
They don't go into waste treatment. The admins would soon regret their decision to hold fast to this policy. See, Ender admitted in their original post that the graveyard they were visiting to get these bones was for those too poor to afford above-ground burial, which other New Orleans residents identified as a potter's field called Holt Cemetery. This meant that the bones they were collecting were likely those of disenfranchised, marginalized people, and considering that this was in New Orleans, a city with a long and storied history of racism, it did not take long for other users to come to the conclusion that, quote, Ender is implementing white supremacist and colonialist tactics.
Oh, of course she is!
Y'all are actually stealing bone.
Pause.
Really?
I'm not gonna lie. I do find it fascinating that it being grave robbing and a felony was not an issue.
No, it had to be about
That was
white
not a problem.
supremacy.
There was no problem with any of that. But what is a problem?
Hide your tibula, hide your femur, they stealing bones up in here, y'all.
That was so good. Like, they were trying to find a way to go at her within the realm of what they're allowed to go at her for. They
Yeah.
found it.
They were
Well played.
gently nudging and suggesting her that maybe you shouldn't be saying this, like, oh, have you checked the laws? And, oh, have you given an offering? Nudge, nudge, wink, wink, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Don't do this.
She's fucking robbing graves. And the only thing they could find about it that might be a problem, you know, you're white. And, you know, the bones are black. These are black bones. Which I don't think you can Surely she's not putting them up to be tested. I don't fucking know. There is so much weird shit going on here. Why can't you just be mad that she's robbing graves? How is that not enough?
That should be enough.
No, that's fine. Ignore that. Get it out of here. Not a non-issue. But she might be racist. Her grave robbing activity is not wrong inherently.
It's people like this that led to Trump getting elected in 2016.
Fuck, man. It's so weird. Like, there are so many far out there groups of people doing so many weird, far out there fucking things. This might be my new favorite one. This might be my new favorite group of people.
This is
They're
a little
fucking
different.
insane. That's fucking nuts. Akujin. Like you were talking about witch people earlier. Surely you see. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, like usually at Voodoo and Hoodoo, the only time you will specifically go to somebody's grave is at somebody that you know and you want to make them a zombie.
This is an issue. This is an issue. Vamp's muted, so I'm gonna look at the chat. Give me a second. Former Ghost said a thing. 35 said, so according to the witches of Tumblr, this is Facebook, by the way.
Yeah, get it right. Fucking
Committing a felony
low-rent
is
Tumblr
A-okay.
witches.
Bartering bones from a black cemetery is racist. Oh, lordy, the logic. This is up there. Bordering on fascinating.
Yeah, it's a little different.
Yeah, this is up there.
She got by the racism.
I joined this group about 3 weeks ago, another user replied, and about 10 seconds into that tenure, I see a post about someone collecting potentially black human remains.
You join a Facebook group, and you describe that as tenure.
Ooh. Look at all the factors that are coming into play that aren't your robbing grapes. Like that's the one factor that's not coming into play here. So many issues that are coming into play. Tenure. Fucking racism. Colonialism. White supremacy. All these things are coming up. But the grave robbing, non-issue.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I mean, they wouldn't... It seems like they wouldn't have had a problem if they were like poor white people bones. Like, would it have been fine then?
I don't know. I don't fucking know.
Tenure, I see a post about someone collecting potentially black human remains. Now accused of abetting racism in a group that prided itself on inclusivity, the admins changed their tune, encouraging a dialogue about the ethics of the situation. Unfortunately, by this point, the cat was out of the bag. The admins had already gone to great lengths to defend Darling, and anything they did now was essentially an admission of guilt. Their policy against shaming other witches, which was...
Shaming! They're shaming! What the fuck? So much... Look, we want to encourage a real discourse about this, alright?
Yeah, we need
Very
to debate
polite
about
and
it.
ethical discourse about grave robbing, alright, guys?
Yeah, we need to have a debate.
Can you reel yourselves in, for fuck's sake?
Yeah.
Fuck. I don't know.
I mean, when I got tenure here, I was not expecting people to be work shamed for their craft. Fuck.
did now was essentially an admission of guilt. Their policy against shaming other witches, which was meant to protect witches of color, had backfired stupendously. Those who actually practiced African diaspora religions knew that what Darling had done not only went against tradition, but, quite frankly, against human decency, and they were not going to sit by idly and watch the mods defend it. Within only a few hours of Ender Darling's post, the collective was in full-on revolt. Users were leaving the group, saying they were going off to start their own collectives where this sort of behavior would not be tolerated. One user screenshotted Ender Darling's original post and on December 12th shared it on Facebook outside the group in order to warn other New Orleans residents to keep their eye out for Darling so they can, quote, tell them to stay the fuck out of Holt Cemetery or their bones might get broken. This post received over 300 shares, prompting the interest of several local news outlets. 5 days later, on December 17th, Tumblr user Pastel Provere located Darling's Tumblr account and decided to warn fellow users about their bone-stealing habit. In a post that would go on to become even more infamous than the original from Facebook, Pastel Provere wrote, PSA, Tumblr user Little Fucking Monster is stealing human bones from cemeteries in Louisiana. Please don't let them get away with this and spread the word /signal boost. Another user asked for verification, to which a third user responded with the screenshot of Darling's Facebook post and links to the aforementioned news articles. The PSA blew up, garnering over 43,000 notes. A common theme in user reactions to the post seemed to be the inherent absurdity of using a Tumblr call-out post.
This blogger is sexist, and you probably shouldn't follow them.
But all of the things that get brought up as an issue in this, it's so weird. All the shit that they could say. Well, no, it's sexist. It smells funny. It looks weird. Colonialism. What the fuck? Grave robbing. Everybody talking about everything but the grave robbing.
That's fine.
I don't know.
It's just a free-for-all.
I like these two comments right here. 99% of Tumblr call-out posts in 2015. This user may or may not have talked to somebody who might have done bad things. I don't know. I don't have sources, but also, they draw my favorite character wrong. Please dox them. The other 1%. This user is literally stealing human bones.
Welcome to the world of Tumblr.
Sony PlayStation. Tumblr drags in 2012. This blogger is sexist and you probably shouldn't follow them. Tumblr drags in 20XX. This blogger is literally casting spells in your backyard and they are not a level 42 mage. Do not approach.
If you're not a level 42 mage.
Thrax says, look, she was just fulfilling her lifelong wish to roleplay as Laura Croft, the Tomb Raider. I want to be a Tomb Raider.
I want to be a pirate.
This is brutal. This is such a brutal deal. I don't understand this shit. Like, how everything became an issue other than grave robbing. Now it's in Tumblr. And the place that calls it out is fucking Tumblr. I can't.
Yeah, and they're calling it out for what it is. Stealing human bones.
I don't get it.
Like, once it moved out of this little group, it became about stealing human bones.
Well, that's just not fair, actually. Why are they being mean to my favorite crazies?
I don't know. Haters gonna hate.
Haters gonna hate.
People gonna work shame.
Blue Yeti Mike for $2 says, I will powerbomb Blossom into a garbage bin. That's fucking hateful, and I'm gonna fucking put a curse on you, bitch.
Got him!
Skeleton War?
How long until your finger bones ship? Your toe bones?
Dude, there's so much on that website. It's hard to all choose.
Oh, you don't even know what bones
Dark
you're
Souls 3 IRL and buy a vertebrae. Have a real life vertebrae shackle.
getting. You guys are weird.
Vertebrae shackle.
You guys are fucking weird.
I don't know. Some of the skulls look really cool though. Anyway.
Oh, it's fucking
Oh, you didn't want to finish?
Oh, no, I see a
I don't want to
thing.
go down that road.
Nephew said, "Why are people focusing on the theft? A racism occurred."
Exactly.
I know. They may or may not have been bones of color.
Well, what's weird to me is that we don't know if a racism occurred, but we definitely know she grave robbed.
Yes,
We know that.
that known.
Keep going.
That I wonder. I wouldn't mind reading those articles and finding out. I'm just curious as to what they said.
Just gonna look into how things went with her.
Yeah, I'm wondering how she was painted in the articles.
The sort of thing normally reserved for digging up a user's racist or sexist comments, to draw attention to someone stealing human remains for use in witchcraft. This, combined with the fact that the latter half of 2015 experienced a drought of new memes on Tumblr, was all the excuse other blogs needed to meme the shit out of the Ender Darling call-out post. Let us take a moment to laugh at some of these. You, doing taxes, folding the laundry. Me, calling someone the fuck out for grave robbery on Tumblr.com. PSA, Geneva resident Victor Frankenstein is stealing human remains from German cemeteries. Please don't let them get away with this. I wanted to say I want to die because of this bone stealing thing, but little fucking monster would probably steal my bones then, so I can't do that. Why is someone out there stealing bones when they can take all of mine right now for free? You wouldn't steal a cemetery. 20 minutes into stealing
Hold on, go back. I need that picture. That should be the thumbnail. That should be the
cemetery.
You wouldn't steal a cemetery. I need that. I need this.
What is this tagged with? I can find it.
That's
may or may not be on the
fucking amazing.
website right now.
What would you?
That's the best.
I think it would be easier to just make it rather than find this particular meme, but
So good. That's good memeing.
I
Wouldn't steal
endorse
a
this one.
cemetery.
Mem. That was a
Mem.
good mem.
This
Is
one
that how
is
you
ob-
say it? You went to college for this.
And this person has obviously also been to Canadian college. Because this is high quality memory right here.
Yeah, they passed your class with flying colors, Blossom. I only could hope that you will come out able to be this much of a memer. Memmer.
Me too, Tonka. Me too.
Meme too.
Oh.
Found it.
Steal a cemetery? 20 minutes into stealing literal human remains for the purposes of dark magic and chill, and he gives you this look. Alas, poor Yorick,
Jesus.
little fucking monster, stole ye well. Shortly after the post
Oh,
blew
hey,
up,
that was a
Darwin
high-class
deleted their
meme.
blog, Little
It
Fucking
was.
Monster, due to repeated
Yeah.
harassment, but would create a second
Some
account,
Shakespeare.
Fucking Heathen, on which they posted a lengthy defense of their actions. The main
Oh,
points
that's
of this
lengthy.
post were that one,
Wow.
Darwin is not selling bone.
Pause.
That
I want to find that post.
I don't.
I
What
know
is-
that he's not going to read the whole post. I want this entire post.
You're gonna have Vamp
Who is it
read that
po-
whole thing?
Who was
I'm
it
gonna
posted
read that
by?
thing over and over. That's so good. It's
This
them
is-
under a different name.
No, it
zoom in
isn't.
on the original poster.
It's them, but it's them on fucking
Tumblr witch. Okay.
Wait, no, it's not. Isn't Tumblr Witch the thing that's wrote over it?
Wait.
fucking heathen.
Yeah, it's fucking heathen.
Oh, sorry.
Tumblr Witch
Like
is
I
the
can't
fucking...
read it because the
I
title.
know.
is-
That's why I did the thing.
Uh,
This one was written by
There
fucking
wish.
heathen. No, I am not digging up fucking graves. JFC.
I need to read this in full anytime I get bored. This sounds like the most fascinating post of all fucking time.
I'm not digging, I'm just gathering.
I'm gonna read the whole thing.
Starts first 3 words, long story short. This is a long story short.
Bones, simply offering to send them to people in exchange for the recipient of the bones paying for shipping. 2, Darling was not digging up graves, they were in fact rescuing bones that a supposed, quote, old man digging with a...
Bone rescuer!
The bone...
That's gotta make a good Discovery Channel show.
Dude.
There's the makings of a good meme there.
Dude. She's rescuing bones.
Yeah.
Dude.
Do you know how many bones
come on.
go homeless every single year? And end up having to be put down? Rescue a bone today!
Dude.
I think I've found most of the original text post on Tumblr.
What lie?
Blogged a bunch of times. No, I'm looking at this and yeah, it's the same one, just different formatting.
It's harvesting. Nephew said harvesting in the chat. That's a good word. You know, the harvesting. This is all about what word you can use to describe it. That's going to determine if you get in trouble or not.
Yeah, you gotta use the right word. This is not stealing.
I watched a few bones tumble from the dirt into the street.
What?
Yeah.
Do bones do that?
I guess they do.
Maybe they do
They
in this
come
fucking
out of the dirt and tumble into the road.
Look, maybe this is a problem with this fucking cemetery, based on the description that this thing gave. You know, this is fucking poor people cemetery, and they just keep piling them in, and every time it rains, shit floats to the surface and runs down the street. Now, I can see that happening. We live in a society where that would be allowed to happen.
We live in that society.
We do.
Shovel and a backhoe had unearthed, presumably for his own Wiccan rituals, and were thus preventing the bones from being, quote, crushed or swept away. 3, Darling's practices are rooted in indigenous traditions, and they are being shamed by people who prefer, quote, fluffy magic that's just, quote, just fucking white light fairy dust bowls of honey on your damn altar. And 4, other people in New Orleans have stolen far more human remains than Darling in far less ethical ways. Darling did not provide citations for these last claims. Now at this point, you might be wondering what many Tumblr users were wondering when they first encountered a call-out post about someone stealing human bones.
What the fuck?
Hey, this sounds illegal. Shouldn't someone call the cops about this?
Yeah! That!
Well... At the height of the Bones meme, or Bonegazi as it came to be known, as many jokes were being made mocking the idea of writing a Tumblr call-out post for someone committing grave robbery, as there were jokes at the expense of Darling themselves. Another user by the name of No Path Followed came to the defense of the call-out post, pointing out that Tumblr has a large community of witches and bone collectors who would be interested in ethical, reputable sources for purchasing human remains online, something that apparently exists, and it would be helpful for them to know that Little Fucking Monster was offering stolen goods. Additionally, No Path Followed pointed out that it wasn't like Pastel Provera made a call-out post instead of calling the police, because the woman who initially shared Darling's post on her personal Facebook account had already contacted the authorities, and despite the absurdity of the situation, the police took this tip seriously. On January 28, 2016, after a period of, quote,
Weird.
periodic surveillances and investigation into Darling's activity on Facebook, law enforcement raided Darling's home in Mid-City, New Orleans and recovered at least 11 bones, 4 teeth, and some weed.
Of course there was
What?
weed. I told you she sold CBD.
Oh god.
They only had to watch
I
it for
don't-
6 days before she went and stole bones. And they watched her go back to the house and like, okay, now's time to raid.
She only got summons for marijuana. The grave robbing is not a big deal, even to the cop. I can't. What?
That old damn dope.
What the
Oh.
fuck is going on? Am I the only one here who hasn't lost their fucking mind?
Look,
No,
haven't
the
you...
fact that there are
Fucking
bones
text post.
involved makes it's like those bones were once people, and by not dealing with them appropriately, you're kind of being disrespectful to not only them but their loved ones who cherish those resting places for them to go and feel like they're still connected with their loved one. She out here fucking scooping them up, and nobody really seems to care about
I
that.
don't think these people had that problem. But, you know, we can't allow people to be running around bone snatching. Taking shit from graves. It's not okay. It's not cool. And that's the problem here. It's not the marijuanas.
The cops show up and bust her for weed. She has dead human remains there.
Look, weed is a gateway drug. You know, I've seen
To
reefer
grave
mad.
robbing.
I've seen reefer madness. You take the pot once, next minute you're out stealing bones from a graveyard. It happens. You got to go to the source of the problem.
Look, I'll go in on some weed Lamau people all day. But I would walk into this house, and regardless of the amount they had,
Man.
I would not see the pot as the issue.
Yeah.
I would not be focused on the pot.
You have stolen dead people remains here. This is a problem.
This is issue.
This is a bit of an issue, yeah.
Vamp, catch up on things. I've seen so many pointed fists.
Okay. Blue Yeti Mike for 2. People still go on Tumblr. Billy through 2 to say this is not a witch. This is a ghoul. Big difference. Former Ghost says next on Discovery Channel, Bone Rescue.
Which one of you'd watch it?
I probably would. Jessica H for 2. The bone followed me home. Mom, can we keep it?
Fuck.
Billy for 2. Suffer not a pothead to live.
Suffer not.
And Jessica H for 2. Bones. Now in frustration-free packaging.
This isn't normal. Not normal.
Oh dear.
Article found.
But there's video.
We'll watch the rest of this and look at the article.
In an interview with the New Orleans Advocate, Darling described the raid, saying, quote, "I had them on an altar. It was just a bunch of little shards of bone and pieces of teeth I had picked up off the ground. I said to the agents, here you go. There's probably human bones in there, but I know better than to give you that answer." Court documents claimed that Darling had been stealing bones from a nearby cemetery since around November, and that they had primarily acted alone, but occasionally with the help of a roommate. Darling's roommates denied all such accusations. Asked for comment on Darling and their bone theft, one of the roommates replied, paraphrased to correct the pronouns, "I think they thought they had way more power than they actually had." Following the raid, Darling moved to Tampa, allegedly to protect their daughter from angry citizens. After running some tests to confirm the items found at Darling's home were in fact actual human bones, police arrested them on July 15th. Speaking to law enforcement, Darling admitted to having collected bones from Holt Cemetery that had washed up after a rainstorm, but clarified that they had not taken bones from any other cemeteries in Louisiana. Darling did, however, imply that they had taken bones from, quote, one or more cemeteries in other states, specifically identifying Maryland, a lead that was, tragically, never followed up on, leaving the thrilling saga of Benghazi with a frustrating loose end. After being extradited back to Louisiana and held in jail awaiting trial for a little over a month, on September 9th, Darling struck a plea deal in Orleans Parish Criminal Court. They pled guilty to simple burglary and marijuana possession and was sentenced to a 5-year suspended sentence plus time served, allowing them to walk free that day.
Account of burglary.
Burglary.
A suspended sentence. 15 days on the weed charge. And time served. Fuck. Shit. Alright.
Alright.
Dude.
Oh my god.
While the Stolen Bones meme came and went on Tumblr as so many other memes do, the effects of Ender Darling's actions were far more long-lasting elsewhere. The main casualty of Benghazi, aside from the stolen remains of unknown poor people from New Orleans, was the Facebook group where this all started, the Queer Witch Collective. Darling left the group voluntarily shortly after the controversy started, but despite apologizing for the incident, Dakota, the founding admin, was subject to months of harsh criticism over how her and the other mods initially handled the situation.
Why.
As one user put it, quote, "I don't think white witches are inherently bad. I do, however, think Dakota is irredeemable, based on the fact that their aura is rotten AF." Dakota would later leave the group, but the new management still couldn't bring the community back together, and eventually resorted to drastic measures.
It's a Facebook group.
In the fall of 2016, around the time when Ender Darling was being sentenced, the admins of the collective removed all other members and asked that everyone reapply. There seems to have been little interest in rebuilding Queer Witch Collective. Of the once 2,000 members, only 77 rejoined after the purge. As of the making of this video, that number has dropped to 64. Surprisingly, Benghazi also made its way to the halls of government. After hearing about the story from the local media, in April of 2016, the Louisiana state legislature passed a law that more clearly outlined the penalties for stealing human bones, which, while not referred to as Little Fucking Monsters Law, absolutely should be. As for what happened to Ender Darling, local media stopped reporting on the story after the sentencing, so the paper trail more or less ends there. It's unclear how much, if any, of that 5-year suspended sentence they ended up serving, and if they have returned to social media in the ensuing years, they've been smart to avoid any mention of stolen human remains. In short, we will probably never get a "where are they now" on the Tumblr witch who was caught stealing human bones, which is probably for the best, for their sake, as well as ours.
She's probably stealing bones!
Yeah?
I love this song, by the way.
Yeah, this was a
Great
great fucking video. I'm gonna put this in the chat.
It was a good video.
Fucking go over
Told an
here.
Interesting story.
Like and share and sub whatever, all that good shit.
It's fucking weird.
It's a nice day for a white witching.
Bow. Chop, chop. It's a nice day for bone bargaining.
Ow! Come on! It's a nice day for a...
I didn't know if you guys had just given up singing. We're just blaring. Whatever. It's fine. So what did we learn?
I'm really sorry. Don't be racist when you're collecting bones.
Yes, make sure you only steal white bones.
This article has the entire text post of, "No, I am not digging up fucking graves. Jesus fucking Christ. Fucking Christ."
That's so crazy.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna send you this article. It's got everything. Now you can read it.
This story is nuts. There are people out here stealing bones. And I would have never heard about it.
But the marijuana, though.
Exactly. We needed to bring her down for that pot smoke.
I've kind of gotten used to the fact that marijuana is illegal here. So the fact that people can get in trouble just for having marijuana is a weird concept.
Okay, now try to get your head wrapped around this.
Oh,
you can get in
okay.
trouble for the marijuana while they ignore the dead body parts.
Yeah.
I can't wrap my head around.
Yeah.
That fucks with me. I don't know what that means. That's next level. I can't wrap my head around
Well,
it.
she didn't get charged with both the, like having dead people. She got charged with
None of that.
burglary.
Burglary. And a suspended sentence on it too.
Yeah.
Time served.
Sorry, fam.
So
Court
she spent
system's a bit
15
busy for
days
grave
in
robbers.
jail?
She did
15 days in jail
for the weed.
for the weeds.
Bit of
Billy
cannabis.
telling me to shut up. All right.
See?
To be more specific, you said, for the love of Christ, shut up, Blossom. All
So
right.
that's your only concern, Blossom. You goddamn pothead. Is the
Listen, I live and breathe it, all right?
Alright.
Wow. Ah! Ah!
Did
fine.
anybody else take a glimpse at the the article that Punished Dad sent to me? I put it in the text thing there.
No. What was it?
Police investigate as loving mother found naked in street holding daughter's severed head. This is a news story. It just came out.
This is Australia,
No.
but it's from
Look, the woman was
the
the woman was Ukrainian.
Yeah, she was
Ukraine?
Ukrainian.
No, it was in Australia. But
Oh, it did happen in Australia.
I was wondering why an Australian outlet was reporting on something that happened in Ukraine.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah.
Oh
Did
no.
she watch anime?
Oh no.
Did she watch it?
This is world news, and she was arrested in Kharkiv city. That sounds very Ukrainian.
Have you ever heard of that in Australia, Akujin?
No.
Yeah, it's probably Ukrainian.
Yeah, this is Ukrainian.
Police are seeking to understand how a loving mother was found naked in a street with her daughter's severed head in a plastic bag. Tatiana Payanova, 38, a cleaner from Ukraine, would move a mountain for her only child, Christina, 13, said a close friend. Payanova, am I saying that right?
No idea.
I can't speak Ukrainian. Payanova was detained early this morning in Kharkiv city with a knife in one hand and a plastic bag containing the severed head of her teenage daughter in the other.
Wait, what was in the first bag?
Her daughter's head. There's only one bag, and it's got a severed head in it of a 13-year-old.
Okay, so she only has one bag?
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
one
she
bag.
had two hands. In one hand was a knife, and then the other hand was a plastic bag. Body of her
walking
daughter
around
had.
naked.
Yes, as you do, after you cut your daughter's head off. This woman's
Drugs?
walking around carrying around a bag with a severed head, and he's worried about her being naked. This is Bone Ghazi all over again. Oh, does she have the pot? We'll get her on that.
Like, this seems like something where somebody ate. What was that shit? Like 4 or 5 years
Crocodile.
ago.
Oh my god.
Not that one.
Oh,
There's
bath
one.
salts.
Everybody was doing crazy shit
Bath salts.
because of that. Is it that?
Do, do, do. Du, du, du. There is no mention of drug use at all.
Well, the statement from the grandmother regarding her daughter says she is a great mother. She would move a mountain for her daughter. Something must have happened in the house. They must have drugged her or something. She couldn't do.
Doesn't seem very normal.
No.
Apparently,
That
she
seems
wouldn't
like
even.
abnormal.
She wouldn't even explain anything to the police officers. She just stood there, fucking naked, holding her daughter's head in one hand and a knife in the other, just silent.
Did they kill her?
No, they
Well,
didn't kill
I
her. They
think
arrested
a
her.
head needs to be on a body for it to function.
I'm talking about the one. Fuck.
See, she spent 5 minutes in boneshopping.com and she's already way ahead of you. And you doubted.
I got a PhD.
Yeah.
No, I think they took her into custody.
Yeah, well, they
We'll find
absolutely
out.
arrested her.
Yeah, if she's not dead, which shocks me, if she's standing there with a knife.
Yeah, she was detained early in the morning
Okay.
with a knife in one hand and a plastic bag with daughter's head in the other.
Well, then we're gonna hear about it.
Oh, yeah. This is news from today. So this is ongoing. This woman was just arrested. I imagine eventually they'll do toxicology reports and all that sort of shit to see if she was on drugs, search the house, yada yada yada.
The other mother decapitation that could be found, she did it because the child asked for cereal.
Look, sometimes you just don't want to hear that.
What the fuck happened? This is so bizarre.
Probably something that it's a tiny thing that set off a bunch of things. If it's not drugs. That's what all this shit ends up being. Something that probably had nothing to do with the kid. Some random thing happened in her life or whatever. We watched that deal of like the chick who was like, he wanted me to kill him last night, but turns out.
Oh my god,
"Well,
I
just
forgot
to kill
about that.
somebody."
Yeah, Chris.
That was.
This chick also knifed her father-in-law in the gruesome 2017 assault. Claimed during her 2-week trial that she'd been under the delusional belief that the two victims had been replaced by clones and had to be killed to bring back her real family members, authorities said. Again, woman was naked. Is it traditional for women to get naked after they do some murder?
Maybe if your clothes are all bloody.
I saw a girl get
Now-
into a fight once and just fling all of her clothes off. Take off running. Like, not into the fight. Like, she just, at the end of the fight, she took all of her clothes off and ran away. Weird.
That sounds amazing.
Gotta go fast.
I don't
Yeah,
know. Maybe
less resistance.
Less clothes are more aerodynamic, I guess.
Yeah. Woman had previously been treated for mental issues, but treatment coincided with prior drug abuse. So yeah,
Well, the mom of the girl I was talking about apparently only drank on holidays and stuff. Like she wasn't a druggie or she didn't. She actually lived with her brother.
Yeah.
Her brother was the one that found the body and then called the cops and was like, "Yo, my niece is here, but she's got no head." Like, I don't know what
I'd like
do.
to report a missing head, please.
Yikes. So fucking bizarre.
Family seemed happy and was a loving mother, said the locals. Yeah, wouldn't be surprised if, like, somebody drugged her or this is some bad fucking drug trip. Probably a way more likely, hypothesis than somebody accidentally triggered her MK Ultra programming.
How bizarre. How bizarre. I saw Void Horizon. I had to do it. She must have headed out, officer, from Jessica for $2. Thank you for that, Jessica.
Oh, fuck.
Anyway, the world is full of fuckery. You know, first you get this woman just being racist and collecting bones, smoking the weeds, and then, you know, you get parents just beheading their kids because it's fucking Friday and why not, you know?
This is what happens when you don't punish bone theft hard enough. Women just start killing their children.
I think Aussie's.
Do you think she was hexed?
Maybe.
Was a hex?
Maybe. Apparently it wasn't like her. Apparently they were a completely loving and happy family and this girl was very well looked after her entire life. And then one day, daughter has no head. Mom has head and bag.
Call upon women to go crazy and kill their family.
I'm blaming Weed Lamau.
You could do that. I mean, that's one of the things that you could attempt.
Faka says, I'm noticing a pattern. Both of them were women.
I also noticed that pattern.
I fucking hate you.
Please don't chop head off. I'm kind of attached to it.
I was so fucking focused on not putting an L in both that I fucked up pattern. I mean pattern. Anyway. Fuck. Anyway,
back to and now for something
completely
different.
She's trying to. She like doing
Somebody
the like,
help
female
me.
equivalent of fixing her tie or whatever.
adjust my spectacle here. Get back to the show.
Somebody else talk.
Anyway, so what did we learn today?
Jessica threw a 2 to say she must have headed out, officer.
I already read
She already got that.
Sorry.
Fucking banned.
She wasn't even paying attention. Wow.
I wasn't even in the room.
Didn't even. I'm blaming Weed Lamau.
I will also blame Weed Lamau.
Arrest him for the weed. There's a dead body in the backseat. I don't know, arrest him for the weed. Get him on them. Get him on the weed charge.
Priorities, am I right?
That's one of my favorite parts about that story. Is like the cops come in, look around. Is that weed? Like, here's some bones and some body parts. Yeah, but is that weed over there? That was a serious.
Is that the reefer madness?
Looked at the chat. Sergio said that he blames COVID. This is before COVID. And then the one that happened today was in Australia. And
It
that's
wasn't
just
in Australia.
So
It wasn't
Yeah,
in Australia. Okay, it
Where was
was reported on by an Australian news outlet, but it was under world news. The woman is in Ukraine.
a
But
woman
the
in
Tumblr
Ukraine.
thing definitely happened before Rona.
Terrible. She has like this loving nickname for Corona. Terrible.
Aunt Rona.
Jessica
Women in the
Fatu
UK.
said she must have had it out, officer.
Oh, I was waiting for somebody to read that one.
It's good to do it again.
Who?
Donkey's turn is next.
I didn't say anything.
Oh, come on.
Tonka,
Don't act like you
Tonka,
haven't
why did you
noticed the
read the
pattern.
super chat
It's your
we
turn
got?
now.
A pattern?
Yeah, don't act like you haven't noticed the pattern. It's your turn.
The pattern. You guys are terrible.
Is it honestly wrong?
Don't
Like,
make
it
me call you
sounds
out,
right to
friend.
me.
What does Akujin call people?
I said,
Clint
don't make...
Eastwood says it happened in northern England and they were Ukrainian. That doesn't sound like an English city. What? I don't know. I give up. I give up. I
Jessica
give
Age for
up.
2 said she must have fed it out, officer.
I'm never.
That one's been hanging there a while.
It doesn't work if it's like right after you get it. You have to do a thing. You have to make sure it's in the middle of somebody talking. Okay.
Kitsu Game Topic owner for $2 is sending a little doggy sticker giving us the thumbs up. Thank you.
A doggy sticker giving us the thumbs up. Is that the
But,
rim shot again? Is it back? Okay.
Okay,
Why can't she breathe?
I need to go get a drink. I'll be back. Also, there's another super chat. Somebody get it?
Nah.
Trevor's through 5. Oh, fuck.
Jabba's through 5. Jessica said for 2. She must have had it out, officer.
Fucking terrible. Oh, fuck. That shouldn't be funny. It's really fucking funny, though.
Yeah.
And Billy threw 2. Just a thumbs up, it says. Enough said.
I think he is pointing to the above super chat.
Oh,
Looks
well,
like a finger
what's that? It
rather
says,
than a thumb.
And Jessica for 2
That
said she must
is a
have
middle
had it.
finger. That is a middle finger.
Oh, it's a thumbs up. It's great.
No, highlight over. It says middle finger.
Uh-uh.
Yeah.
It's not
What
a
I'm
big deal.
doing right now to my screen.
She's calling you out, Tonka.
Nuh-uh. Great. See, even when it shows up on the screen, you're able to see. That was a thumb, not a middle finger. His hand is just deformed.
Yeah.
That's
Optic
that's
droid.
rude.
Why are you being so fucked up, Torib?
You're
All
being
these
fucked
people.
up. You just said his hand's deformed. What's wrong with you?
Well, look. People have hand deformities. All right, that's a thing, and you're being quite the bigot, right? Just so you know.
Are the bones in that hand black?
What? Ask the girl. Ask the girl to go steal them. You'll see.
Y'all racist.
I'm back.
They're racist.
Wow.
Wow.
And they said Billy had like deformed hands or something.
Blossom, can you read Jabber's super chat?
Yeah, it looks like Water Jabbers for 5 said. Jessica said for 2 said. She must have been an officer.
2 said. Whew.
Oh, I just got lightheaded. That's not normal.
Best Super Chat 2020.
Yeah, Billy is thrown to as well to say, why are you talking about my T-Rex? It's fucked up.
Above that, Water Jabbers for 5 said. Jessica for 2 said. She must have headed out officer.
What are you saying Jessica said for 2 said? Why do you keep saying that? You're adding an extra said.
And you did
Jessica said for 2 said.
You did it twice. I'm noticing
Yeah,
a pattern developing.
It's a pattern.
Malfunctioning.
A pitter pattern.
Honestly, I'm done.
Done? I gotta burp your Tupperware?
Stop this. Right now.
Go down the list of things that for some reason Blossom just can't fathom.
It just... I don't know. I'm just gonna sit here.
No,
Can
you're
you get
not.
Water Jabber's
You're
super
gonna
chat,
try it
brother?
again until you get it right.
You see Water Jabber's super chat thing? You can get that one. It's a good one.
Water Jabbers for $5 said Jessica for 2 said she must have headed out officer.
She got it.
Is that not what I said the first 2 times?
No.
No.
No, it's not. Really?
That said is not what you said.
Oh, can you get a Water Jabber super chat real quick?
Yeah, Akujin, can you read that?
No, that's all Blossom. That's got Blossom all over.
Water Jabbers has generously donated $5 to say Water Jabbers.
What are the noises? What is going on?
I can't.
She uses the. Just
It's too hard.
can't
It's
breathe.
too high of a level for me. I can't
It's
read.
too high of a level.
I'm not there yet.
You're a mean college graduate.
No, I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You're sorry.
Water Jabbers for 5 said. Water Jabbers said for 2 said.
She just died like halfway through it. She almost got there.
It's cursed. I can't
It's cursed.
There's a hex on it.
feel on me.
This is black magic.
It's a black magic super chat. What's wrong with it? Why can't you make it past the opening of the super chat? What happened? Why can't you read it?
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
It's fine. What about what Marino said? Marino said something nice to you.
Hi, Marino. He said, Marino for 2 said, "Hi, Blossom" for 2 said. I'm lost.
Why? What's wrong? You got this.
Fucking leave me alone.
Okay, Akujin, hold on. Akujin can show you how this is done. Can you get Jessica's super chat, Akujin, just so that you can show Blossom how to read?
Sure. I got more twofers than that Bone Witch.
See? It's easy. All right, now try water jabbers again.
Okay, water jabbers.
Wow.
She's not even getting to the end of the name now.
She got one word.
She barely completed that word.
Who cursed me?
Nobody cursed you.
I can't.
Oh, you got this. You got this.
The black magic's strong today.
Strong magic. Chunky magic.
This has to be the work of at least a level 56 warlock.
I shouldn't have went on that bone website.
I shouldn't have taken all that pot.
Delete somehow.
Come on, Blossom. You only got one word in that time. You've got to be able to conquer this super chat.
I'm sorry, sir.
We believe in you.
Yeah, we believe in you. You can do it. You can read one line.
Yeah, in theory.
In theory. In theory. She should be able to read a sentence. In theory.
Look, I'm sorry. I don't know what came over me. I'll get it this time.
All right. 2 more tries. All right. Let's try one. Go for it.
3 more tries.
Okay. 3 it is. 3 strikes. We'll do that. Give it a go.
All right, guys, here it is. Water jabbers for 5 said. Water jabbers said for 2 said. I'm seeing it better.
She almost made it. She almost
It
made
was
it. How the
so
fuck you let it fall
close.
apart?
It
there?
was so
It's like 2
close.
words left. Now, that was a decent strike one. Decent strike one. Strike 2.
She got halfway through the last word.
This is cruel and unusual punishment.
It is hilarious.
It's not a big deal. Not a big deal. All right, one more.
All right. I got this. Water jabbers threw 5 of his earned dollars to say. Water jabbers said. 4-2 said. I'm seeing a pattern here. Parentheses.
She did it.
She did it, Reddit.
The curse has been lifted.
The curse has been lifted. She even wait. Wait, Blossom.
Yeah.
Why did you call the ellipses parentheses?
What?
Why'd you do it?
Is it? No.
You felt the urge to
No.
try to sound smarter than you were and read the punctuation. And then you
No,
said the
stop.
wrong punctuation.
I didn't. I didn't. And you can't prove
You
it.
did. I can prove it.
Alright. Fuck
Acton,
me.
you can prove this.
No, I. What was it that I said?
God. Okay. Jabber set up the X and check mark, but then he said false alarm and just put up the 2 strikes. We're on the final chance for Blossom to read this sentence, and I'm not gonna lie. I am getting skeptical. She damn near knocked that one out of the park before it just sailed right over the line and became a foul ball. I think. Oh dear.
No. Oh, shit. I ain't reading that.
He can't read it. He sent it. You got to.
I pays it. You says it.
Fuck. Okay. We're not live, right?
No, it's just us. It's just us.
Oh, okay. I can't see through the tears. I'm sorry.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Fam, I can do it. This time, I will.
All right. Give it a go.
Water Jabbers for $5 said. Water Jabbers said for 2 said. Seeing a pattern. I'm seeing a pattern here.
My name isn't Water Jabbers.
All right, hold on. Does that count? Because she sailed off and then came back and landed the last three.
Tonka, what did I do?
You started reading Water Jabbers one
What
again.
did I do? Why
You
doing
called me
this,
Jabber. I'm not Jabbers.
Wasn't I good Kumatar? Please.
Okay. Okay. What about the Akujin?
I can try, Chief.
Give it a go.
Akujin laughs and it makes me laugh. Can you tell me?
Gadfly threw 2 to say Blossom said, I'm fucking high.
I know. I am not. Okay.
Okay, fine. Read
I
crashes.
purposely waited. And it seems like it doesn't do me any good.
It doesn't.
Anyway, it's fine.
Read
It's
crashes. As a warm-up, read crashes.
Yeah. Well, I'll get the one.
Warm up to read.
I'll get the one in the
Okay.
middle, like just to clear the board. The Billy, the Sunder Senpai Inc. said the forehead's reaching critical mass. We have to cool it off. See how easy that is, boss.
Yeah, now you get crushes.
You're right. I think I can do this.
What's wrong?
Okay.
Oh. All
right. Crash for $3. Very good $3.
Very good $3.
What the fuck?
That's not what that said.
What the fuck happened?
Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Crash for $3 said rubber baby buggy bumpers.
She made it. Made it through. All right, now in fairness, I will now take my turn. I will.
All right.
It's from Slacker for 2. Says, do it again.
Fuck.
Okay. Could you do the crash one more time? Said do it again.
Okay. Crash for $3 said rubber baby buggy bumper.
You still haven't gotten my one.
You made it. All right, now hold on. Now, Akujin, you'd have to read Croaxis.
Croaxis for 2. She said for 2 said the words to be read by forehead.
See, there you go. He did it.
Billy the Sunder Senpai Inc. said you're overloading the forehead.
Oh, thank you for taking mine. Now it's landed on Blossom again to read Akujin's.
Oh God. Is Vamp here? I think she would want to turn.
She's not here.
She's smoking. It's fine. It's not a big deal.
It's
It's up to you. You're the hero that we need, Blossom.
Gotham is relying on you.
Gonna save Gotham.
Akujin, the hate crime engine, threw $5 to say Said Akujin, water jabber, said parentheses for 2 said question mark. I'm pattern seeing it here.
Technically made it.
Technically?
Made it.
She faltered a little bit on the landing, but she got it.
Vamp said this is what Blossom gets for being a bully.
Ha!
And Billy threw 2 and said Blossom is the hero we don't want. Oh. Maybe the one we deserve, though, to be honest.
When was I the bully? I'm literally crying.
Oh, that's a shame. Why you cry?
Really?
What the fuck happened?
What's
There's so
going
much
on?
going on right now.
I can't focus when that's spinning.
What is that?
A spooter.
Okay. Slacker! The internet nobody through 2 and said, again. Do you want to say rubber baby buggy bumpers again, Blossom?
No, Chief, I don't.
Why don't you? I think Blossom is starting to feel like we're making fun of her, and we wouldn't do that.
Oh.
We don't do that.
Yeah, you definitely don't do that.
You think she's onto us?
Nah, it's not a big deal. Blossom, you don't feel attacked, do you?
No, Chief.
You know, you're among people who are we're just the bestest people. We just enjoy your company so much.
I can tell.
Much.
It's just a nice, fun time, right?
Yes, Chief.
You know, if you ever tried to say it was anything else, we'd have you thrown in a dungeon, and then we'd flood that dungeon and wait for your bones to fall, fall off of, the meat and bones all, get separated and all that stuff, and then we would just kind of shovel the bones off to that girl on Tumblr, right?
That seems relatively fair.
That's what I
Seems
thought.
relatively fair. What?
God damn. He changed the Winnie the Pooh. I just saw that.
It went with a laugh.
You changed into Winnie the Pooh to start doling out the harshness. What is wrong with you?
I couldn't stop laughing, so...
This is not your intimidation outfit, Akujin. Just saying. Okay, what? Alright, the thing on the wheel. That's are you making fun of Blossom?
No. No. This isn't
Blossom,
Blossom's brain right now.
Oh. Blossom smirked. That's how she got through meme school. You wouldn't steal a meme school, would you? Meme school? It's memes now?
I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
You would not steal a meme school. Okay. Since you wouldn't steal a meme school, Blossom, you would never ever do it.
Better not, because I'd call you out on it.
Do you plan on actually buying any human body parts on sale?
I don't think I want to play around with this dark magic stuff.
Is it too serious? Too much? Get too warm in there? The heat
I can't
too up?
afford to malfunction any more than I already do.
Look, okay, but now Akujin is just showing really weird cats. The cat has a bandana around its neck. Looks high as a kite.
It's happy.
Yeah? Is that a happy cat? Is that what that is?
That's the happiest cat.
That's the first time I've ever seen a happy cat, if that's the case. I've never seen a cat look like that.
Look at that spa.
Accurate. Crow Access through to and said, would you download a cemetery? Would you?
Yeah, Blossom, would you?
No, sir, I would never.
Never. You guys are weird. Well, now that we're at the thing, staring at the cat, having a nice, happy time. What did we learn in the first 2 hours of the fucking show? How to read? No.
I learned that Blossom is one of the funniest friends to have.
Oh, Blossom is your funny friend?
Yeah.
Fair enough. See, Blossom, you have a friend, and they think you're funny.
But it's Akujin.
Well, that's something you gotta square between you and God.
Yes.
These are the cards you were dealt.
Someone thinks you are awesome and funny. It's Akujin, though. Not a big deal. So, first 2 hours of the show, we learned all these wonderful things, but nothing really at all. Next part of the show. This part, I don't know how long it'll take, but Blossom tried to go into it before, and you know what? We ended up going 2 hours on not a damn thing, so maybe we would have went way longer on this. I don't fucking know. Or maybe this would have went real short. I don't fucking know. There's now a very fun clip. Tommy C. explaining kind of the mission statement of what he and those around him do now. I found this fascinating. Just groundbreaking stuff. I wanted to make sure to help him out.
It was a thing.
I want to make sure I can help him out.
I support him 100% in his endeavor.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's going to be big shit, so go ahead.
Oop, no volume.
Click it.
Right.
Why are you not able to click your own volume?
I did.
Pick it up. Tiff's going to pick it up. And we're not really, you know.
We missed this.
I'm going to pick it up. Tiff's going to pick it up.
You ruined everything.
How do you do and we're not really, you know, especially the news guys. We're, you know.
It takes talent, all right? I'm talented. Do you want to keep interrupting or do you want to hear the clip?
Go ahead.
I'm going to pick it up. Tiff's going to pick it up. And we're not really, you know, especially the news guys. We're, you know, the Legion, so to speak, is trying to be a little better than better than Keemstar. You know, we're trying not to protect friends. It's one of the things we always hated that Keemstar did. Protect and Rice come during, you know, his content cop. You know, we try our best not to do that, and you know, maintain some kind of level of objectivity. Now, what's his argument now? Like I saw him, he posted something in.
Do you though?
Well, yeah, he just said so. All right, so this is the thing. I want to help him out with this mission. And he just heard Tommy, he don't want to protect his friends. Not what he wants to do.
He wants to be better.
Better.
Not worse.
Gonna have a better way of doing the news than Keemstar. So, those of you in the press corps or not in the press corps, if you are able, let Tommy know whenever his friends are doing anything fucked up, like, stealing content, or, I don't know,
supporting doxers. hanging
Or
around
even,
with
or even just, doing the doc, or maybe even, being on the show where the docs are fucking, is threatening to do all this shit. Let him know. Let him know. All right, he wants to call out his friends.
he's on the road of self-improvement.
They're gonna be better than Keemstar, okay? So let them know. They don't protect their friends.
Yeah.
That's not what they do.
No.
They definitely didn't put tweets out explaining, I'm not going to call out my friends.
No.
That doesn't exist.
No, they didn't defend Broski after what he did for Jabbers at all.
I did do that. You could get hyper specific with it, but the main point here is that a fellow YouTuber has set himself out on a mission, and I want to make sure that any of you that can help him on this mission, you do. All right, make sure to help him because it's a noble mission indeed. I do wish nothing but luck in whatever that endeavor leads to. Nothing but luck.
And we're a very philanthropic news organization.
Yeah.
We like to help out
Yeah,
our fellow man.
That when you join the press corps, you got to be all for the news. Helping out the news. It's the news.
News teams stick together.
Yeah. Bitching about YouTube, it's the news now. All right. Having a moan about some shit on fucking YouTube, that's it. That's the news.
That's where it's at.
So, fellow people who have a moan about people on YouTube.
We're establishing groundbreaking new patterns here.
Groundbreaking new patterns. And I'm glad Tommy C is at the forefront, ready to call out his friends for their wrongdoing. So if you can, help him out. He's saying it's what he wants to do. There you go. Oh, Kairu's in the chat. News teams definitely 100% stick together under absolutely all circumstances. There you go. And he would know. So it's all squared up. News teams stick together. Yeah. One newser to another newser. News people. Speaking to the news nations.
About newsy stuff.
That. Newsists. Newsists. That's going to become a thing. Yeah, if they don't like the news that they're being told, however, you can definitely start calling them newsists. I will back that up. That's going to be good shit. Other than that, I just hope that we're able to help this dude out on his mission. Just a guy out there trying to do the right thing. Just a pinnacle of honesty. We need more of those. And anything you can do to help someone out like that, you should. It's your duty.
It's your duty.
Akujin, how do you spell duty?
D-O-O-D-I.
Yeah, I don't think that's right.
How about M-O-O-N?
M-O-Y?
M-O-O-N. That spells duty.
M-O-N spells duty?
M-O-O-N. That spells duty.
Terrible.
You don't get that?
No, what was it from?
That fucking wasted. Have you never seen The Stand?
I saw The Stand a long time ago.
Tom Collins. He spells everything M-O-O-N.
He spells everything M-O-O-N?
Everything M-O-O-N.
Oh. You are right. You're not wrong. You may not have known about this either, but Tommy started that crusade today, calling out someone who was his friend because he talked about him. There were YouTubers who had broken into a feud, and one went to the other's house.
Oh,
He had
yeah.
a gun in his car.
He did.
Like, he went to somebody's house with a gun in the car. Now, that's
a bad plan.
Maybe he always had a gun in his car. Maybe it meant nothing. But I would say one should definitely not roll up to somebody's house who you don't like with a gun in the car. I would also tell you, don't roll up to anybody's house who doesn't like you. Especially, I think it was nighttime too that this happened. If you showed up at my house at night, I'm gonna
Assume that you're there.
Yeah.
To cause harm. Reasonable
I'm not taking
assumption.
risks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why are you on my property?
I didn't invite you. Are you here to hurt me?
All I
You
know
are being
is that I
detained.
don't like. And that's the main thing about this is someone who they don't like. So someone who you don't like is on your property at night. Now, the guy that Tommy was talking about, it wasn't that guy. It was somebody who couldn't get their Twitch to work or something.
I have a kind of a TLDR on the whole situation.
Probably going to be longer than mine. 'Cause I'm almost done. I have like 2 more things.
Okay.
The guy who fucking Tommy's talking about and mad at is the guy who streamed it from Discord because the guy couldn't get his Twitch up or some shit. But what I think happened is he didn't want to get his Twitch taken down, and he was more comfortable risking someone else's. But he got into a Discord and they start streaming, going to the guy's house, and all this shit happened. Apparently, cops got called. Apparently, all kinds of shit took place. Long story short, I would say don't go to anyone's house, especially at nighttime, unless you want to get got. I think best case scenario happened here because the guy got detained. I don't know if he was arrested. I think he was arrested. I don't fucking know. That. Not normal. Not good. Not good thing.
Yeah.
Did I hit all of the major points, Finn? It's fucking weird. Like, I don't know how this even becomes a thing.
I don't know.
Is that most of the major bits?
I watched the explanation video for the guy that Tommy was railing against.
The guy who streamed it, which is
Yeah,
not the guy who did it.
Yeah, the guy who streamed it. I actually had like some really quick bullet points of the series of events. The one that was streaming to Discord said he was going to this dude's house to apologize. Said he was going to stream it. Couldn't get it to work on his Twitch. Other dude said it probably wasn't the best idea. Dude did it anyways. Couldn't get his Twitch to work. Other dude wasn't entirely okay with it, but was like, yeah, I'll stream the Discord live for him. Guy goes to the house, cops are called, and they discover that the dude in Texas has a firearm. All charges dropped.
All charges dropped.
Those were my bullet points.
How did he get all charges dropped? It's only been like a day or two.
He was arrested, and when he was arrested, they discovered he had a firearm with him.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was actually on his person or not.
It was in the car.
I think somebody said it was in the car.
It was.
That's
in the
what I heard in the fucking video.
That's per law then.
It was in the car. It was a completely legal firearm. It was registered and all the rest of it. So, there was
Tommy is blaming the dude that wasn't actually physically there for the incident, and not the guy who actually did it.
The guy that streamed it, he admits that he made a mistake. He shouldn't have. He didn't want to really get involved with it from the start. This guy's like, oh, I'm gonna do this thing. Can you share the link? He's like, yeah, alright, I'll share the link. And then he gets a message from the guy and he goes, I'm there right now, and my Twitch isn't working. Can you stream it for me? So they jumped in Discord and he streamed it on behalf of his friend.
That was not wise.
No, and he flat, like, in the dude's explanation video, he flat out states, he's like, yeah, it wasn't, I shouldn't have done that.
It was not wise.
This was a mistake. I has regrets.
Mm-hmm.
I Akujin this. I did not think before I opened my mouth or pushed the button.
Jessica said the guy who was streaming is the one getting all the shit. Well, look, didn't all these motherfuckers watch when Andy almost killed somebody in the street?
Yes.
Like, he's the one doing the bad thing.
Yes.
I don't know. The guy streaming it, yeah, that was a poor choice.
Well, it's a very bad look for him. But I don't think he's the bad dude, the worst, the guy to be spoken about.
What was
in
the
a situation.
stream like? All that I know of is that the guy. What happens is the guy is there in the dark. Did he talk to the person at the house that he doesn't like? Did he actually get to interact with him? Did he go there and not leave? What happened?
He apparently attempted to talk to the person. The person said, I don't want to talk to you, leave, and he left. But then police were called and yada yada yada.
If he left, how did the police get called? Like, did they follow him across town, or like, how did that play out? Because police take time. Had he called the police before he got there?
I am unsure. Jessica, help.
I'm on 8Thought's Twitter because I asked if he had a Twitter beforehand. He's actually been very active explaining the situation. And he says he didn't go to someone's house with a gun. He was in town buying a car. It's Texas. Everyone has guns. It's not illegal. He has the gun with him everywhere. He was streaming the incident, and I just piggybacked the stream. I told him not to do it, but if he was, let's see it.
Huh.
That was from yesterday.
I don't know. Tommy may be friends with this dude or what. I don't fucking know, but I don't think he's. I think it's just somebody who he's been cool to before or whatever.
Does Tommy
But
have
he's
friends?
using this. Well, no, I think he's using this to say, "See, I'll call out my friend." I don't fucking.
Yeah,
but
probably.
I don't know if this is the biggest thing to be calling out a friend on. Like, it's dumb. Yeah, he streamed something that was dumb. He didn't do it.
There are many other worse things that have happened in and around you, in your friend circle, that you could have called out. This is the one that, okay, it was a mistake, but it wasn't really, you know, egregious.
Egregious.
Well, look, if his friend had been the guy that had gone to the guy's house, yeah, call that guy out.
8Thoughts put out Blue, the guy who went to the dude's house, wasn't arrested for going to Drifter's house. No crime was committed. He was charged for cyberbullying, according to official documents.
Apparently he's using 8Thoughts as a sacrifice on his altar of objectivity.
That sounds like something cringy news people would do.
Yeah. What do you mean I don't call out my friends? I called out 8Thought.
And this guy actually posted the DMs where he's earlier in the month of April. Wait, what month? Yeah, April. I'm so fucked up on dates. Earlier in the month of April, like this dude, Blue, really likes to troll this drifter kid, and he has DMs with him saying, "Dude, can you just leave him the fuck alone?"
Yeah, apparently this blue dude, he's like some sort of troll, and he'd even trolled 8 Thoughts before or something like that.
I did hear that. Like, he stopped trolling him when he befriended him, and it's like, that's creepy. Like, he'll show up at your house because you don't want to be his friend. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out.
That's what they do on the YouTubes. Why don't you want to be my friend? I'm gonna show up at, you know, this fucking venue that you wrestle at. I mean, your house.
Well, apparently the reason why 8 Thoughts is really trying to speak out about it is because there's a lot of misinformation going around. Shock, I know. But he called out Scarce, saying, "Thanks for reporting and implying by leaving out the whole story. I sent Blue to Drifter's house with a gun and I'm responsible. I know some of your fans are dumb, but bro, be a bit more responsible in your videos and serious matters. It's as bad as me streaming the incident."
I think what he did was dumb.
Yes.
A bad decision. You should not have
Yeah.
involved yourself.
That was dumb. But that's about it. I don't know. I don't think the guy has done anything too far over the line. I think what he did was a bit stupid, foolish,
He'd agree with you.
not thinking shit through. That's it.
And that's actually kind of what he said in his video. He's like, it was dumb. Stupid of me to even do.
It's not normal.
Not normal at all.
Shouldn't have to have these kind of conversations, but that's because people shouldn't be stupid. It's pretty fucking stupid.
The entire incident itself
I don't even
isn't
think he
even
should
this
be
dude's
punished.
fault.
Like, what are they even saying should happen to him? Should he get his channel taken? What are they even saying about it?
Well, they're trying to claim that 8 Thoughts is responsible for this, and he was.
What, like he egged him on, he incited him or something?
Yeah. Basically.
Basically.
That's basically what it is. They're trying to accuse him of just egging on the entire situation, despite the fact this guy was going to do it anyway, regardless of what he did.
Everybody knows how close Tommy and 8 Thoughts are. I mean, like, Tommy is jumping on a grenade to give the honest story all of a sudden. Man, what a guy.
Couldn't have been that he was wrong.
That's irrelevant.
That's what I'm wondering. Does Tommy even fucking know this guy? Like, somebody said there was one video they talked about. It was like him and the quartering got into a thing. Is that the whole thing of them knowing each other? Is that all of it? The entirety of the besties known as 8 Thoughts in Tom? Or 8 Thought? What? I don't know. What is it?
8 Thoughts.
I think they got.
Okay.
I think they got brunch one time. To be fair.
Ooh, brunch is serious.
That shit leads to feeling. That shit's how you catch feeling.
Brunch, not even once.
Not even fucking once. So, like, are they not friends now?
I don't know. I suppose that's on what's his face, but he's being strongly called out.
Wait, hold on.
It's safe to assume no.
I
Hold the
don't.
fuck up.
Yeah, I don't think this Eight Thoughts guy would be very happy with the way he's being labeled, especially based on his tweet.
Hold on a second. I'm reading here. Tommy had 8 thoughts on because the quartering struck his video for harassment.
Huh.
What? Is he the guy who is the one that's flagged down when quartering zooms past all of his shit and says, look, nothing there, nothing there, nothing there, nothing there. There's a fucking video there. You can see it. Is he that guy?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, there was this stream on it that was posted before, shot from the Point stream. It was like 1 or 2 hours long, so I did not watch it. I can't tell you exactly what happened.
You know, I was actually I revisited the Augie stream that we were talking about in the Mosley Discord, and I remember hearing Augie specifically say that Tonka doesn't, use the word friends, so he has, the legroom to backstab people later on, and you wouldn't have to feel guilty about it. But the issue with them is they throw around the word friends a lot, and then they get, put some sort of weight to it when they want to make themselves look better. Well, I criticize this dude, and we're friends, so it just shows you how honest I am. They don't understand there's two sides to the quote unquote friend things. But
If you call out your friend, you're a backstabber.
Yes.
If they call out their friend, they are great, honest men.
And objective.
It's a
Such
very weird
manipulation.
thing for them to do. It's the same thing. You can just say it 2 different ways.
yeah, they were saying that you backstabbed Habana Bay.
She was in the chat saying I didn't.
Yeah, there was a that was weird.
Very awkward moment for Augie. That's when Augie decided he hated me. And good, because I really didn't like him. And the only reason I was even that nice to him was because he was a kid. I found out at the time, I don't think he'd even turned 18 yet, or he had just turned 18. And Akujin and him were buddies or some shit.
Just
I was
turned
trying
18.
to not bury him.
I honestly think he hated you because during that stream, you embarrassed him by exposing him for not knowing what a rim job is.
Ooh.
He doesn't know what anything was. Did he get an oof?
He was like, that doesn't even make any sense.
He said, if I remember right, the time that I talked to Augie, he was trying to explain to me how I backstabbed AP. What?
Oh yeah.
He
That was surreal.
Yeah, I can recall that because it was just I guess an hour ago I was listening to it, but he was coming with all these claims, with Habana Bay first, and then you asked him, all right, so since you have all these claims, tell me who else I backstabbed, and he was like, AP, and then you said that, oh, so the guy that I paid the child support for and kept him out of the jail, I backstabbed him, and then Augie was like, okay, well, then tell me what happened, and then you said, no, because it's none of your fucking business. You don't go and make claims and then ask questions.
Yeah, you can go fuck yourself at that point. He was just randomly saying shit because he needed to manufacture some sort of issue to have with me. The issue he ends up having with me is I made him look like a fucking fool. I exposed homeschooling for how useless it is. You're gonna hate that forever. I don't care. But
Flash
I don't think
later.
anybody has ever came on and like rapid fired that many random accusations and been wrong about every single thing they said. Like just wrong about everything.
Welcome to Nick Jr.
Pretty much. It was a hell of an achievement. I think I listened to that with Hey Man Nice Shot several months ago. I was like, I don't think we had that bad of an interaction. I'm pretty sure it's why he has this weird burning hatred, and I trigger him so much, like he was talking about in that stream or whatever. I was like, okay.
The thing is, it started off like really, really good actually. Like, you know, you were pretty even tone. Like you had like a very neutral tone to you, and then like and then he started just constantly just saying bullshit over and over, and then like when you would ask him a question, that he'd be like, "What the fuck?"
He would just make shit up. Like he wasn't even going with shit that other people make up. He was making up his own shit. And that was bad. That was a weird route to take. It didn't go very well for him. Like by the end of it, he was just sad. Going to take his ass back to class, but that's back when I thought he attended school. I didn't know he just sat at home, did snack reviews, and called it a day. I don't know, maybe it's me being a jerk. Maybe that's the thing. I'm a big jerk. These young guys, and they think that he's just evil. Just a big old meanie. That doesn't. I don't know. That doesn't excuse the grown folk. But maybe that's why the young ones they just can't take too much of an asshole. It's like people quit talking to you because you know me. Which I told you would happen. Correct. I told you shit would happen. Didn't take long. That's how people are. Well, that guy's mean. Yeah. Yeah, I guess I'm mean. I guess I'm just a meanie. Not as mean as Blossom or Akujin, in all honesty, but I'm the one who gets all the meanie heat.
I'm sorry.
I am the ultimate meanie for no reason. Just a big old meanie head. Oh, you got to use the graphic. He got it in. I was hoping you would take that chance and get that shit in. I was really hoping. Who
I
made
thought
that?
it was going to be today's thumbnail, but
Oh, we didn't think that far ahead.
we thought that far ahead yesterday.
Right, you're right.
It was a yesterday decision.
I heard that ice cream truck going earlier today, and it kind of fucked up all of my thinking for the rest of the day.
Man, do I know that feeling.
I don't get it. Why are the ice cream truck drivers still out here?
It's an essential service.
But it's not summer yet. Like, I get it when it's summer.
It's
And I
essential.
love some ice cream salmon. Or even
No.
that, the lemon
there's-
shark gimmick.
Ooh,
One of those.
no, it's
What
like
about the orange push gimmick?
oh,
This is all good.
God. Those are so good.
It's all good. This is all good stuff.
You know how the saying goes, it's summer somewhere.
Well, no, it's like they're responding to the COVID crisis, being like people are gonna be down because they stuck
they're
at
all gonna
home.
go spread their COVID on the ice cream.
They're stuck at home, so it's like we're gonna offer them ice cream because ice cream makes everyone feel better. It's essential.
I mean, I don't hate the idea. I really don't.
See?
You don't hate that idea?
This
I
economy
think
does
ice
need
cream
more ice
trucks should be year round. I don't even I don't live in an area where food gets delivered to you, so that's just like a foreign concept to me. The fact that there's like a fucking vehicle that drives around is like, hey, if you can catch up with me, I'll feed you. Like that's great. I wish that was here.
Blossom, have you ever backstabbed somebody?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's so proud.
In Dark Souls 3, all the time.
All the time.
Did she contact someone's employer?
You get extra
Backstab.
points when you backstab. You do
No,
critical
I-
damage.
I think you have to be like a level 50 mage in order to invoke the contact employer.
Oh, she doesn't have the femurs.
She
And
doesn't have the
away
femurs, and he died.
goes.
Did you hex him?
I fucking kicked him. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow.
I don't know what happened to him. I'm sorry.
He's on his
I
phone.
didn't. I wouldn't. Crow is my new bestie. I wouldn't kick him.
I don't buy
As
any.
of
is still
5
on the
minutes
road.
ago, he's your new bestie.
Sergio is
buy
my
it.
only friend.
It was a great original. I think that's one of his original names. It was a good one.
Sometimes Facus. Mostly Sergio.
Somebody had my fucking name in their name, but they spelled my name wrong.
Dead one, why kidding?
No.
Who knows?
No. I think Sergey.
Sergey? Sergey? What do you?
Sergey.
Is it
Sergio?
because you keep saying
Yeah.
his name wrong?
For fuck's sakes, how do you say it? How do you fucking say his
Sergio.
name? Sergio.
Sergio.
Sergio. Sergio. Sergio. Sergio.
Sergio.
Sergio.
Sergio.
Sergio. Sergio.
Sergio.
Sergio. Sergio. Sergio. The
Sergio.
Sergio who let Bluesome die
Bluesome!
Bluesome.
is
Bluesome.
spelled wrong. Fool.
Bluesome! That's not bad.
Oh, he changed it. Convenient. Never mind. Fucking forget I said anything.
Oops.
Yeah, no Sergio.
Sergio!
I should have paid more attention in school.
You're never gonna graduate meme college like this. Have any of you ever backstabbed somebody?
Like actually backstabbed or accused of
against
backstabbing?
my
You ever
mom.
done somebody you were cool with? You ever do them dirty?
Yeah.
No.
Try not to.
Akujin immediately said yeah.
Yeah, he's like, yeah.
Bam
well,
says she tries not to. Blossom made one of her noises.
Well, I ain't gonna lie. I was young once. Yeah, I fucking did a shitty thing.
Well, not a
oh my
shitty
god.
thing.
I just remembered I did backstab somebody.
You backstab.
I did.
Dude.
It
I bet mine's better.
alright, you can go first.
I fucked my best friend's girlfriend.
Wow.
Yeah, okay. Mine's not quite at that level.
Well, why'd you do it?
Because he told me to.
What?
Wait, was it one of those things I
Wait.
didn't do it? Or is it one of those,
Nah.
look, I know you're in a bind and you're horny.
fuck.
My girlfriend's really easy. Just take her in a room.
That's
No,
not
like-
a backstab though. If he fucking what?
Look, she liked me. I knew she liked me. We used to make jokes about it. I'd be like, man, you better be careful. I'm gonna fuck your girlfriend. He's like, oh yeah, alright, if you can
Ew,
go for
Akujin,
it. Go.
that's so cringy. Did
go
you
for it.
seriously say that?
He was that guy.
Yeah.
Oh, you're dirty. Anyway, go on.
Well, see, the thing is, I was about to, like, fuck this girl before he got with her. And then they got together. And, you know, the jokes started getting made about how she liked me. And he's like, oh, yeah, yeah, go for it, Akujin. You know, if you can fuck her, fuck her. I'm like, alright, man, I'm warning you, I'm gonna fuck your girlfriend.
I'm warning you, fam.
I did. I fucking warned him. I said, you better stop telling me to do this. I will fuck your woman. He's here. Alright, go for it. Fucked his girlfriend. Called him up afterwards. Spoke about one of the body marks she had on her back. Like, man, that's a thing. He got mad. We're not friends anymore.
You think? Do you think that he is justified in being angry?
Yes.
Yeah.
I should have realized that this was a trap.
It was a trap. That seems a little easy, but I'm gonna slay this dragon anyway. Oops, joke's on me. Don't have a friend.
This fucking guy.
I was young. Alright, I was 19. Or 18.
That is pretty young. That
And
seems about that age.
he kept encouraging me to do it. He's like, oh, fine, if you can do it,
He
do
wanted
it.
a reason to kick your ass. That is what he wanted.
But then he had it and he didn't do it.
He was probably disgusted.
I
with
invited him
all
around. I
three of
said,
you.
dude, come around. We need to talk. He comes around. I said, look, last night I fucked your girlfriend.
Well, was it good?
Yeah, I fucked her
My
for
best friend's girl.
I fucked her for about 8 hours.
Akujin? Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
8 hours. Okay, when did it start?
Oh, we
What
started.
time?
We started at about 7, and then
And
the
and
next
at the
thing we
night?
knew it was like 4 o'clock in the morning.
It was just one big old fuck fest.
Yeah, well, she came over. We got drunk.
Yeah, she did.
Oh, he stopped.
What?
That's where the story ends?
That's pretty much the end. Oh, what? You want follow up?
No,
They broke up
alright.
over it. They
This
got
is
back
way better
together,
than
and
my
now they
story.
have kids.
No.
Yes.
That's a terrible story. Terrible.
Horrible.
I know, right? He should have broken up with her. She was a hoe.
You're a bad person.
Crow Access through to and said, "This is super real."
I did him a favor.
Well, you didn't. He married it.
Huh?
You did him a favor.
I was warning him. He didn't believe me.
All right, Blossom.
And like,
What is your
this wasn't.
backstab? No,
This
what is
wasn't-
Blossom's backstab?
Oh man, I really can't top Akujin's. I don't even know if I should say now.
I'm sure it's way worse.
Okay,
Whose pudding cup did you steal?
well, it all started when I was about 4. And I had this cousin, right? And he was younger, but he was taller and he was a bully sometimes. And I was real tired of it. And then one day we were getting along, famously even. And we decided to move our play, whatever we were doing, downstairs. So he went first, and he was pretty excited about it. He's like, "Come on, Blossom!" Like, well, you know.
Boo-boo.
And I was obsessed with this alligator toy. It was like this plastic alligator figurine. It was rather large too. Anyway, he walked in front of me and he started walking down the stairs. I took that alligator figure and I just pushed it right on his back and he went flying forward, tumbled down the stairs.
Wait, you legitimately like back push somebody?
She
Yeah.
legit backstabbed somebody.
Yeah.
Physically.
If you're gonna
killed
do it,
him.
do it right.
Yeah, you could have hurt him.
I could have died.
He survived and it felt really good. I got one over him for once. See, I told you my story wasn't as good as Akujin's.
You tried to kill someone.
Look, listen. That's not what I intended to happen. I just wanted him to cry really obnoxiously. And he did!
That's
got over
so
it.
fucking cold. I just wanted him to cry.
I did.
So I threw him down the stairs.
I did! And I'd do it again.
Fuck.
Look, it was the only opportunity. I had to get him when he didn't fucking see me.
When he couldn't remember.
Yeah, that.
Like, Will
Blossom.
Blossom's just sitting there going, okay, if I do this
That
now,
is
is he going to
attempted
remember as an adult?
Murder.
That's not attempted murder. I stabbed
That's
my best
attempted
friend in
murder.
the neck with a pair of scissors in 6th grade. That was attempted murder.
What?
You fucking what, man? In 1st grade, you stabbed someone in the neck with scissors?
6th grade.
6th. The fuck is wrong with Australia? And Canada? These some demon ass kids.
I didn't think it through.
Water
You didn't
jabbers.
think it Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Read something.
Yeah. Water jabbers for 5. Look, what Blossom didn't say was that he spent a few days telling her he wanted to be thrown down the stairs.
That. Yeah, did you notice Akujin used the same excuse that chick in that documentary used on why she wanted to kill that guy? Well, he told me to. It's fine.
Yeah, he told me to. It's fine.
It's not a big deal. So he told you for a few days he wanted to be thrown down the stairs.
In a roundabout, maybe
A boot.
different language, something.
language.
Yeah.
Like, hey, what are you doing? Why are you pushing me down the stairs? Mommy!
I felt instantly guilty and I got in trouble. Like, just because
As
I
you
was usually
should.
the one getting bullied, I got in trouble. Like, I knew better. But I knew that I had a good opportunity.
She weighed the pros and cons in a split second. It's like, okay, I'm gonna get grounded, but shove.
So both of you had attempted murder in your youth.
Maybe
Apparently.
a little bit.
I
Why?
never tried to kill anybody.
Not as a child. I don't think I did. I might have to think. I may have, but I don't think I did. Like, as a child, I was doing different shit.
I stabbed a girl in 3rd grade with a pen.
Nice.
What the fuck is wrong with you guys?
High five.
You're also fucking stabby.
It's not my fault. I mean, she wouldn't
Pros.
stop talking.
The pros of being a goth kid after the events of Columbine is nobody really picked on you that much. Never had to get stabby.
Though that wasn't my first backstab, though.
Oh?
Oh no.
My first backstab was when I was a young boy. Like, I used
Younger
to live
than
out...
3rd grade?
Yes.
I was
a young lad.
boy.
And my best friend at the time was a Pikachu plushie, right?
Oh,
And
you too?
I remember like just being completely inseparable from it. I would even take it to church, not even understanding the irony of taking a Pikachu to church. But
What's the
and I
irony?
remember one day, just very vividly telling Pikachu that me and him are gonna be friends forever. And then the very next day, I put him under my mom's car, and I just watched her just like roll over him.
Wow, so you threw him under the bus.
Actually, it was a car.
It was an SUV, but I do have a bus now, and if I can find that plushie, I might do it again.
Wow.
Fucking straight savage.
You know what, man? Like, young blood starts spilling blood. It's how I had to get some street cred.
Yeah. Blood in, blood out.
You people
My
are not
mom beat
normal.
my butt afterward, though, because it got the Pikachu all dirty.
Blossom, did you just change into something else?
She's trying to look wholesome.
Yeah, my commissioned art's done.
Wholesome, balsam?
Water jabbers through 5. Akujin, can you point me to the part in the good book where stabbing people in the neck and sleeping with their chick is kosher? That book sounds woke.
They were different friends. And none of
It's
that was
different
okay.
chapter.
Yeah, I wasn't friends with Bodhi after that. And that was 6th grade.
I couldn't help but think while listening to Akujin's story, like, he was gonna at any point just go, and it really happened, guys. I had sex with her this many times. Just hold his hands up.
Bro, X is talking shit.
Water jabbers didn't throw any money for this, but it still needs to be said. Blood in, blood out, Pikachu.
Breast and pepperonis.
Yep.
I wasn't the best person when I was younger. I was a troubled kid.
And now you're a saint.
Yeah, you're perfectly normal.
Well,
Same with Blossom.
I don't.
You
hurt
were going to
people.
be murderers.
I don't hurt people.
You guys were going to be murderers. I'm glad you decided to not be.
I was so gonna be a murderer. One of my favorite pastimes was torturing bees. I hated
Torturing bees? Oh,
I
not
fucking
me.
hated bees.
Oh, I
Just
did that
had-
with spiders.
Fucking Winnie the Pooh avatar and the screaming hamster tortured insects.
Yes.
I love how the Winnie the Pooh one tortured bees though.
Accurate. Okay, why did you hate bees, Zach?
I just did. We just always had a rivalry.
Same.
It was a
I
nemesis
also have a
thing.
rival with bees. I usually just run away though.
I used to have this game that I would play where I'd go barefoot and they'd be on the grass, like, and I would have to try and stomp on them without getting stung.
Is that a game?
It was a game
Was
to me.
Akujin.
It was to me, and I got stung a lot.
I
He was
imagine.
actively.
I wonder why.
He,
I also
he was
used to,
actively destroying the planet.
yeah, I also used to like to capture them in like a glass jar and then like put things in the jar. Like water. I tried inventing my own insecticide by like going
How'd
into
that
the
go?
kitchen cabinet and just making a concoction of bits and pieces of every chemical that was under the sink.
Do you guys remember that scene in What's Eating Gilbert Grape when Leonardo DiCaprio's character puts the grasshopper in the mailbox and he decapitates it and he cried later because he
No, I have
Vaguely.
not seen that.
All right, well, I'm just going to be over here in the corner.
I didn't know that I was surrounded by potential murderers.
I didn't either. I'm a little disturbed.
Potential.
Like, I would go out of my way, even if I didn't like the creature, to save it. I have rescued so many spiders from my cats, and I hate spiders.
Whenever I see bugs, I see what kind of combo breaker I can get. It's like, oh, there's a colony of ants. Well,
Lizards and
here's
I
some
have
hair
saved
spray and a
dogs
lighter.
and mice.
Fucking ants hate me too.
Ants hate you too. Are you sure you don't hate ants? Did you
No.
run around stomping on ants?
Not really.
That's ineffective. Because then they'll just crawl up your leg and shit and bite you.
Look, I
You
occasionally.
gotta burn them with chemicals.
Nah, by the time I started going at ants, I was old enough to be able to build makeshift explosives, and I would try and blow up their little ant nests.
Makeshift explosives on ants?
I did that with fireworks.
Wait. It's ants.
But yeah, Ants
Why are
hate.
you breaking out the explosives for ants?
They started
Why
it.
not?
They
have a fucking kingdom, right? It's a power thing. They have a
This is-
kingdom in your yard, and then you have something that explodes.
I
so
have
then you're
to
like,
assert my
all right,
dominance.
So if I was a god,
I feel like it's a bit of overkill, maybe a bit of
no,
bit
overkill is
too
getting the
much.
sawed-off shotgun and shooting at like mice or cockroaches. That's overkill.
I'm hearing from Vamp that she literally tried to save everything as a child.
I did. Everything
was
had
my
needed a chance.
If Vamp was my sibling, she would grow up like incredibly depressed. I
was
Dexter
incredibly
on all
depressed.
those.
My cousins were dicks. My brother was an ass. My cousins were asses.
In the South, that has another meaning.
Were you all trying to kill everything?
Yes.
Well,
sensitive me.
Except
I
dogs and
tried
cats.
not to. I felt bad if things got hurt.
I had a limit. Dogs and cats.
Look, in Australia, it's kill or be killed.
Yeah, that I do believe. But you're stomping bees as a game. I don't know if that's normal.
You got to start somewhere.
I love how like when I talk about like other like places like Australia, then they'll like bring up how America has like shitty gun laws. But like here's the thing, like it's also kill or be killed here too. Are y'all complaining about us having guns? Y'all should be grateful. We should be giving y'all the lessons y'all need for survival as a young age. Tonka's just sitting there in shock, like, oh my god.
He's getting ready to call out his friends. Objectively.
He's like, you know what? I might have to start kicking people from this server. Maybe this is a bad server with bad people.
Y'all are deranged.
I did attempt to change the server name to Penitentiary because that is where most of you murderers belong.
The Devil's Penitentiary. I can change that right this second.
You guys are weird. I don't.
It was just a phase. I grew out of it.
In all fairness, Tonka, it was just fun. It was fun.
And server name updated.
Jesus.
What about? Look, guys, listen. It's not a big deal. You're only almost murderers. All of them.
Almost.
You seem genocidal.
I just find
should
like I just find like Crow's character development probably the most interesting because he went from killing small things smaller than him to rescuing them.
Feels guilty.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I'm like Zuko from the Avatar, you know, trying to fucking murder all the water tribe. And now I'm trying to save everyone.
This is a deep plot here.
No, I still fucking murder the shit out of bugs.
Wow.
You should see like because like, you know, I have like a little barn area for the dogs to go out. So of course there's gonna be some flies around. You should see the fly traps we have. It's just thousands of them just in them. It's like my murdering days are not over.
So I'll leave bugs alone I leave things alone if they leave me alone.
Nope.
Like I'll have a huntsman spider just chilling out in my room. I'm like, okay, that's fine. You sit over there and you do your thing, and I'll do my thing. But if you
over here,
if
don't
you
cross the
move,
line.
Yeah, if you go over my head, or you want to go over my bed, you gotta go. I will throw you outside. I will dehome you.
Look at the fucking screen. I mean, Akujin did it, so he doesn't have to. But yeah. Direct representation.
Backstab.
This is
Stab, stab.
a real reenactment.
Mm-hmm. It's a photograph.
Rescue 911 quality.
True to life photograph.
Actually, I do remember having a time where I almost went like, the same mentality as Vamp. I was like, you know what, maybe I should stop hurting bugs, because then at that time I think I saw A Bug's Life, and I was like, they're people too. And then like, I saw a brown recluse on my bed. Then I was like, nah, they're all fucking dead. They're all gonna die.
I think I found a good thing to end on. This is the question. Mr. Rescuer of Animals. Where is the line on when something becomes unrescuable? For you, it's not plants, obviously.
Well, okay, define line. Like, you talk about a species of animals, or like, are you talking about like a?
When does something become worth saving? It's obviously not plant or animal. Where's the line?
When I like it.
He's honest.
Before a pattern is established.
Like, if there was like a really chill bug, and like I had some time with it, I probably would not want that one to die. I would probably kill all the others
Did
around it.
Charlotte's Web not swoon you toward spiders?
What a pig. But
Like,
no, brown recluse can get fucked, and copperhead snakes can get fucked.
Well, yeah, but I'm just.
Oh yeah, I'll chase a snake. If he
I
comes
don't
in my
mind
backyard.
snakes. It's just, the venomous ones.
Well, yeah, those are the only ones around here.
Oh, we have
Oh, I
plenty
murdered-
that are non-venomous and are just kind of cute.
I've murdered plenty of snakes too.
Well, snakes do get that. But you've already
I
said
remember.
the line is when you like it.
Yeah, I mean, like, isn't that how it is for like most people? In like all honesty, like, when they hate bugs, they're like, "Ew, kill it, kill it." And if if they hate a person, like, it's like they have it in their mind where they hate like racist, they'd be like, "Ew, kill him," like.
Yeah. I like the honest answer. You didn't try to find some weird arbitrary bullshit.
No, the only reason
you
I
were
like
like, no.
dogs is because I grew up with them. Otherwise, if I didn't grow up with them, I'd probably hate them too.
I buy it. This is honesty. I can appreciate it. Okay. So, Vamp tried to save everything. The rest of you attempted murder at least once in your lives. What did we learn?
No stabby.
No stabby.
Akujin had sex.
That.
What? You want me to decipher that?
No, that's pretty straightforward. No stabby.
Y'all some backstabby motherfuckers.
No stabby.
Also, perhaps terrible people. Perhaps. I'm glad we had this talk. Is anybody doing anything else for the rest of their lives?
Yeah,
I'm
probably
driving.
gonna stream.
It's always a maybe.
Blossom says she's gonna. That sounds like a bullshit.
Yeah, I'm
I mean,
gonna
it's
stream.
a Vane girl that looks like a girl. And you're streaming?
I don't know if I'm. Is Blossom really gonna stream or is she fucking lying?
I was gonna stream
Probably
Witch
both.
Hunt on mine too.
Can we get another Thought Patrol?
Do you want to be my guest?
Hell yeah!
All right, Thought Patrol coming, guys.
What, are you fucking serious?
He comes with a voice changer.
Oh yeah, I can be Waifu Crow.
What?
Oh, you
He
missed
put his
you missed out on Waifu Crow. He was great.
yeah, like just high pitch voice changer, and anything he tried to say was fucking hilarious because I'm staring at his fucking hamster avatar. I was dying. I didn't tell him it was on for like 4 hours.
The bad thing was I have playback whenever I use my like XLR, so like I should be able to pick up on that stuff. I forgot I had that voice changer on for like 5 hours.
It was great.
People are fucking weird.
Yep.
Okay, so Thought Patrol on Crow Axis is coming soon. And you're gonna stream something tonight, maybe.
Yeah, I was gonna stream Witch Hunt on my Twitch channel.
What the fuck is that?
It's a game. A video game. Where you play as a character, there's things to do.
You have to buy bones online.
This girl could sell ice to a fucking Eskimo.
I'm not really sure of it. It just looked scary, so I bought it on honest truth.
You didn't
Scouts
get it
owner.
because Larry said to get it.
I had no idea Larry even knew that that game existed.
Larry was pushing it for a while.
It's been in my wish list since fucking Halloween.
Wish list. What is the back of the box? Can you read the little summary?
A challenging horror-themed hunting game that takes place in the 18th century. Main focus of the game is on exploration, non-linearity, and atmosphere.
Doesn't sound even close to Bad Rat, I'll tell you that.
I'm not sure if it sounds like a game. It's non-linear.
Play as a witch hunter who took the task of eliminating all evil that settled in the woods near the town of Belleville. You can use weapons, magic, and other tools. Ooh! I can use magic.
Sounds like baby shit. You should get Bad Rat.
Baby shit. I mean, I could.
You could.
So you're gonna do
I
Black.
could do a multi-stream.
Well, it's a one-player game.
You could do a multi-stream where like you both play the same thing. You're in the same channel talking about it, but then you host it on multi-stream and then you share your viewers.
We could race each other to see who could win.
That's true.
Race!
But like, here's the thing. Once you start playing, you don't stop. So like, that's like a perpetual race right there.
How long is that game?
About like 30,000 hours.
You gotta start Bad Rats this weekend.
I don't think we're gonna do a race. 30,000 hour race. I don't know if.
Well, I mean, you could always pause the game, pick it back up. You know, pause the timer and all that. Like, you can just make it a thing. Like, you know, Monday through Monday, Bad Rats.
Is it possible to race this game? Is there even a finish line in Bad?
Well, you'll have to tell me.
Okay, Vamp's playing the anime girl game.
What?
Anime Girl Simulator.
And
Which one?
Blossom is
Steam has like a
playing.
million.
Blossom is playing Witchy game. And
Akujin, no, you have to answer something. It was asked in the chat by Jabbers very specifically. Why did you chase snakes?
because you don't. They're territorial. You can't let a snake.
Wait.
You can't let a snake think that your property is its home. It will live there forever, and it will bite you. you have to chase it off or kill it.
I was about to say, not if you blow its head off.
Especially the eastern brown snakes, which are the only two snakes that I've ever really seen and chased off. Because they are poisonous as fuck, they will bite you, they're extremely aggressive, and this is my house. No, you're not moving in underneath the fucking porch. I will kill you. Be gone. Or be dead.
I love how I got this philosophical fucking book.
Begone, snake.
I shall smite ye.
I remember when I used to live in this place called Trafford, and we used to live like on a cliffside. And me and my brother would always climb down the cliff to go in the river, and my dad, and he decided just why not to bring his pistol. Just fucking why not? He never did it before. And then that was the first time I ever saw a snake, and it was the first time I ever like blew out an eardrum, because like my dad blew that fucker's head off right beside my head. And it was like lunging at my brother, and he shot that thing midair. Went fucking Lone Ranger.
Lunging.
Headshot. 10 points.
So have y'all's fathers ever killed any?
No, my grandfather tried to strangle a snake in front of me because he thought it would kill us.
Is that like some voodoo shit or something? I will kill y'all through this snake.
No, the snake appeared and we were playing outside and he tried to kill it, but I didn't want him to. I wanted him to just let it go. I don't remember what happened after that.
Everything went dark.
My father killed my childhood and my ability to have meaningful relationships by not being around.
Dude, that's fucking awesome!
I'm sad.
Jesus.
Wait, we still live?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he wanted to make sure he got his spot in there. Gotta make sure that makes the cut.
He
Me?
stole my Ubu.
I was wrapping up, and you had to pop in with the snake question, and that led on to a whole nother thing.
Normally I'd talk about the fucked up shit offline.
No, he just wants to talk about murder. It's fine.
Yeah, quickly end the stream. I want to talk about more fucked up shit.
Alright, so Caraxus is going to be talking about fucked up shit off stream. Tonka is going to be playing Bad Rats this weekend. Vamp will be streaming Uwu Anime Girl later. And Blossom will be playing Scary Witchy Poo games later. We will see you guys later. Probably Monday. Hopefully.
Oh, you fucked that up.
Jinxed.